All right.
Kind of.
So, welcome to our hopefully first of many in person.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, and not least of all because we have a special boy joining us.
A little
He's
lad.
here.
A little lad who likes berries.
At least until he gets to the starts calling Gail.
And
But
toads.
That's not happened yet.
Is he gonna be Jaeger and Snow?
What's the cream?
Oh,
The black
I got
rods.
Sniv.
Oh,
I
it's in
know what Sniv's doing.
Do you?
Oh no.
Do you?
Do you?
Oh god. Don't. Wait,
God.
We are recording.
does Sniff have ADHD?
Sure.
No, he's got.
Do you think he doesn't?
Have you seen him?
Honestly,
Okay, that's it.
honestly, I think
We gotta get the kobold crack.
no. Listen, I think it's more than that. I think it's just certifiable little guy syndrome.
Ooh.
Yeah. Why not both?
Why not both?
We got both. That's
We
a
can have
treat.
both. Both is good.
Why not
Um,
Zoidberg?
So what happened
Anyways.
last session? Yeah.
What did happen last session?
So, last session, Demir had a nice little dream where she was stuck in a blizzard and she froze to death. There might be lingering consequences. There might not be. Let's find out. After that, those of you that were sharing the same room were awoken by Demir jumping up, opening the window, and conversation was had about what may have happened with the hag yesterday, especially in regards to Tobias. Tobias, in realizing he was caught in a lie, fucking ran from the room, as everyone expected, I think. You guys quickly caught up to him, brought him back to the room, and sat him down for a conversation, a talk to figure out what happened, what the deal was. And while this breakdown was happening, Valk and Hawk
Unwillingly.
decided to go visit the hag again, because maybe the hag would have some answers. And Valk, in looking for answers about Tobias, traded memories of her mother to the hag in exchange for this information.
There might be consequences.
It was there that it was discovered that Tobias exchanged crumbs of information for 2 favors for the hag to be exchanged at any time she wishes. With that, Valk and Hawk returned to the room to try to have a chat with everyone else and figure out what we were going to do about this.
Which I believe the decision there was, let's shelve that and get ready to go to the mountains.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get some supplies.
Yeah.
A couple people wanted to get some supplies. A few people were interested in maybe visiting some temples of the city before dipping out. Otherwise, the city is yours. So
For better or worse.
Worse.
Wild Roses,
Oh
what do you
yes.
want to do? Speaking of worst,
Sniff might need to be found since he is currently AWOL.
yeah, you guys decided that the best decision for this was to have Sniv more or less unsupervised in a room. He
We put Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. Sleeping on the job.
You're implying that you would trust Aaron with the child if he was awake.
Sure, why not?
They can
Okay,
keep
there's
each
a
other at
difference
the same
between a
reason.
child and the agent of chaos that is Sniv.
You're right, Sniv is worse.
So, what do you do?
Well, is Vault gonna be like, the kobolds got like go
where-
roust everybody?
Where is everybody right
Yeah.
now? So you two are still hanging out and talking in the room, right?
Yeah, Levy's still like bodily dragging Tobias back from the mental edge.
Sure. And I think that Lish and
To my
Demir.
knowledge, that conversation is done.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are probably just still like sitting with each other. And then we just got back from the woods. Woof. You guys just got back from Asdelma, and did Aaron wake up yet? Or is
Aaron has not woken up yet.
Someone should probably go wake up.
Aaron is just passed the fuck out.
Gone for a nice little coma.
I feel like we need to see a doctor about the narcolepsy of it all.
Bucket of water. Whoosh.
All right, fantasy sleep study, let's go.
Right. And so we had just come in and we're discussing leaving sooner rather than later.
Yes.
So
And the point was brought up that we have, the map that we have is not only singular, but
right.
really bad.
We need to get a new map.
I would go for at least 2. Well, yeah, but like, we could do with a larger map, especially since we're gonna be going all over the continent, probably.
Well, that's
up to you guys.
into the plan.
Well, we've already went to one side, we're heading to the other, so.
Yeah, we gotta get a more accurate map because of the information that we got. We should probably have a more accurate map to like mark shit.
And we should also probably have more than one so that we aren't just one person alone with all action and stuff.
I think we should give it to Aaron.
I have a dumb idea.
What's it?
So it's the Forgotten Vale. That means it was known at some point. So we need Forgotten Grove. Thank you.
Still forgotten.
So that means it was known at some point. So we need an old map.
This is good logic.
This tracks. This
I
tracks.
like it.
Well,
It
this
kind
does,
of tracks.
well, this does track. Where are we going to find one?
We
There's no
don't know
guarantee
how
that they
long
have
it's
an
been
old map
forgotten.
anywhere.
Well,
I guess we could look.
We could rob a museum.
I would rather not go to the museum.
There are
You are asleep.
Aaron just mutters in his sleep.
I sat straight up. We could probably.
Demir is going to go over to the room that Aaron was in and like knock on the door and open it. Is Aaron up?
Knocking does not wake him.
Arise.
Well, having a feral child in there also didn't. So
Feral child immediately.
She is going to go over and kick Aaron's bed, try and wake him up. Does that wake him up?
Aaron bolts up and says, Sniv, don't eat that.
You're a little late on that front.
Oh, Demio, you're back. Hi.
Yes. We're headed into town. We're going to go shopping. I figured you didn't want to be left behind.
Yeah, that sounds good. Are we gonna head out afterwards?
Seems like it.
All right.
Unless you had further business with the hag.
No, no. I get the feeling I would rather.
That was a wise decision.
You can hear Val coughing from the hallway.
I was gonna say just all of the casual side glances at Lark.
I wouldn't. A business in town. Well, the business I'd like to get done in town might take most of the day, though.
What
If
business
that's
are you-
Okay.
What business are you looking for?
Just some, some modifications, some upgrades.
Okay, well, we're not leaving today. I'm not fucking going on the road today.
Yeah, you're at one hit point.
Yeah, I'm still at one hit point.
You're still at one.
How do
hit
you
point with the
look
left
like
leg, so-
physically?
Well, last session, Hawk just.
Why don't you roll me an insight check?
I would love to.
I just like this is a good point to remember that Hawk took one look at her last
No,
session and went,
that's a
"You
12.
look like you fought a bear and lost."
No, she looks fine actually. She just she looks a little rumpled, but given the events of the morning, I don't think that is,
That Aaron fully knows about.
yeah, that you don't know about the events of the morning. She looks a little rumpled, but not anything out of the ordinary. She looks fine.
Alright.
I'm not leaving today. I'm not going on the fucking road. We are staying another night in a bed. So whatever you need to do, however long it takes, as long as it's a day, we can manage it.
Alright.
All right. Demir will she's just gonna go back. Like she left the door open. She's just gonna go back to the group. Like, do we want to go all as one group? Split up?
I need to find Sniv.
You need to find stuff.
Aaron walks out at that point and and goes, wait, did Sniv not?
Sniv has been missing for about 2 hours.
Oh no, I fell asleep.
You
Volk, we will get you back your Sniv.
I'm more worried about the chaos he's causing.
I was going to say we should be more concerned about other people.
Aaron starts wrestling backpack and pulls out his coin purse and says, I will cover Sniv.
Let's find out if that's necessary.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear their underwear in the tundra.
The paper towels are over in the. Do you have a way of locating him or?
All I got
Need
is
some
sending.
assistance? Perhaps an ultimatum, and then we can track him via the orb, if not.
Also true.
You know the telepath.
What
Would you like
range?
to put your mind into that of Sniv?
Also, aren't you busy?
And she already had the conversation. She doesn't know what's going on. If somebody
No.
told her Sniv was missing, she'd be on that shit. But you gotta tell her.
I don't know. Would somebody go and get them? I don't know if Lish would.
I can
Look
go
a
up
little
and
bad.
I can go up and check on them if that's what you want.
I don't think Lish would mention it. So
Okay.
if Hawk thinks that they should be a part of the conversation, then
Well, they are part of the party, so. I think
This is very
I'm gonna-
important.
I'm gonna go see if Levy and Toby are sorted.
Big Brother mode.
Big Brother precepts active.
Thank you, Hawk.
fucking tribe leader activated.
I want to know all your hobbies.
One of his charges is missing.
If they need to stay here, that is their own business.
Of course, but I still want to check in, make sure they know what's happening so that they don't come downstairs and go, where did everyone go?
It's
Yes,
That's
if
a good
they need
idea.
any supplies, then it would be important
Mhm.
to get them.
I'm wondering about Toby's air supply myself. I did give him quite a few. I suppose I'll check. And then he just goes up. I'll let you guys finish your thoughts before.
I was actually gonna say,
They're probably still in the corner.
Toby, maybe what does Hawk find when he goes upstairs?
It would help that he finds Toby and Levy for one.
They've been murdered by Sniv.
Just crayon stains everywhere.
Just hanging out. No, Lever probably would have tried to talk him into bed for a little bit of rest.
He wouldn't- He wouldn't be tucked in the bed. The most he would allow would be just sitting on the edge of the bed or something. Where they're
Be
just not
comfy,
sitting
but-
on the floor. That's the most.
Yeah.
Also, Tobias is 80 years. This bitch shit.
If anything, we need to borrow arrows from you.
Does anybody have sleep prepared?
I could prepare it after we sleep. I think I can take it. Let me double check.
First off, so I can't trip, right?
No, I meant.
I know you.
To make him sleep?
Uh,
I think you might.
I can.
I've got Find Familiar. Does that work?
I've
Well,
got
it
a,
depends upon what happens with Bayog.
look, I've got a sleep spell. It's called knocking around.
It's called a really
Okay,
good
old-fashioned.
headlock for like 2 minutes.
I've got a sleep right here. It's called Wooden Club. It cost me two copper pieces.
Let's go. Or 0 if you just rip a table leg off.
True.
Or I could just use Hawk.
No.
That's if you want Toby's brain all over the floor. I don't think any of us want that.
Second robot.
No.
Wait a second.
We can rebuild him.
Take him apart and put him back
We can make
together.
him better.
We can fix him.
Moving back,
Moving along.
topic at hand.
Yes.
Can I divine smite someone with someone?
No,
No.
that's not a melee weapon.
Yeah, they're probably just hanging.
Okay. So Hawk just sort of like Hawk walks in, like peeks past the door frame, just like. Do you two still need a moment, or
Tobias will get up and say,
it's not pressing? You can stay here if you need to.
What's wrong?
Nothing. We're just going to head into the town proper and get supplies before we leave tomorrow.
Fucking insight check.
All right, roll an insight check. Roll persuasion.
I mean, he's telling the truth. But
I mean, yeah, but you're not.
Shit's
You're
been
coming
going
to
on.
bother them.
okay, fine.
So
Okay.
Levy's a little like, what the fuck do you need from us?
I'm trying to friend. What do you need?
She asked, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, nothing. But there is something wrong to my knowledge, so I'm going to have her
That's
insight check.
10 on persuasion because negative charisma is a bitch.
Hey, Lamau. Shit, fuck, balls. Don't worry about it.
All of these are valid statements.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be a 13. I need sleep.
I hope you get it soon.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, like clearly something's troubling him a little bit, just like in the back of my. But like, as far as you can tell, he is being honest with that statement. Like,
Okay, cool.
just like
Hey,
sort of like I
anything-
wanted to check in on you too.
Anything else?
Nothing that immediately concerns you, at least. Volk may have just dragged me along for a terrible, terrible decision.
Okay.
What did you do?
Uh-oh.
Oh
Foot into mouth.
Activated. See, I'm just trying to get Hawk to tell about Sniv.
Instead, we're getting into
Right.
Vault. Around Toby.
We spiraled him.
Well, I didn't do anything. Oh, right, and also Sniv's missing, but they're working on that.
That is important. Oh my god. Getting up and she's
It's been a morning. I can't sleep, and it's still been a morning.
Tobias gets up and walks up to Hawk and he's basically looming over him. What did you two do?
Oi.
Well, Volk dragged me along. With
Immediate blame.
I mean, he was.
I was kidding.
I mean, he was later. He's gonna say this. I protested the entire way over, but she wanted to ask.
Get to the point. What did you two do?
Hand on Toby's arm. Like
Uh,
mother.
Despite my protestations, she no longer remembers the last thing she did with her mother.
You went and spoke with the hag.
She went and spoke with her.
Why?
He's like struggling a little bit. Like, oh god, do I even tell him? Oh god,
Where is Val?
downstairs.
Tobias goes downstairs.
Oh, fuck.
Levy is following close behind. Mentally, she's like,
Same.
for completely different reasons. God bless it.
All right. Volk, are you still downstairs?
How long was this conversation?
About as long as it probably took, like, in actuality.
Yeah.
You're downstairs, right?
I'm downstairs.
How long does sending take to cast?
It's like an action and then you have 25 words.
6 seconds and as many words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably am gonna burn a third at this point in time and try to contact Sniv.
Okay.
get some
What
water?
do you say?
The fridge.
Snip, honey, come home. Breakfast is ready.
Breakfast is wrapped on a platter.
You're getting rid of the fireplace, boo boo.
Hey buddy,
Make sure you're counting your words.
Hey,
hey,
buddy.
we are about to go shopping. Can you please come with? I will give you extra fish in exchange. Please come back in. Okay, that's 25.
So there's a moment's pause and then you hear Sniv's words in your head. I'm making plan. I'll be back soon.
Okay. That voice is better in person.
Very good.
At which point, I guess Valk is indeed staying for when Toby,
Okay.
well, if I was going to go get Sniv,
Owen's just vibrating anxiously next to Valk.
well, Sniv's doing something and says he'll be back,
Something destructive, illegal.
taking
Fatal?
plants.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Would
Don't
the
know
two,
when I'm drinking water,
would the three
please.
people coming down the stairs hear that?
You walk in and just hear he's gonna die. End of sentence.
Oh no! Leaving under her breath, somebody's gonna die tonight, Jesus fucking Christ. Things keep up this way, somebody is gonna. Who's dying? Sniv!
He's out somewhere and he's that we are not sure. Eating some plants, some strange plants.
She's gonna take one look at Toby and his trajectory towards Ball and go,
Then he's picking plants up here.
Close
wow.
enough.
Taking leads to eating.
well, Levy is heard
You
eating,
know that.
so
This is the faith of innocence here.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Like, what's
Levy
your-
is heard eating and is already out the door. She's not sorry. No.
I'm gonna vent all this somewhere away from all you people, basically.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing.
she's going to go find the kobold and make sure that he doesn't eat poison because she's under the impression that he's just eating shit.
I mean, he probably is.
Aaron will follow her.
Cool.
Sweet buddies.
Okay.
And now about guys.
So we'll get to you
Mhm.
guys in a moment. Sorry. Tobias.
Notes are being written.
I'm sorry that Hawk's an idiot.
Your handwriting is gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, it's very
The quiet squee before the reckoning.
Oh, you're about to.
Oh, thank you. Perish.
very legible. My eyes don't work. And I can read that shit.
Yeah.
I can't even wear my glasses anymore. Fun fact.
Oh, really? Don't
Yeah,
mind.
they're 7 years old.
Dude.
Esteemed fucker.
Okay, sorry.
When Tobias approaches Val, he does not look happy. He doesn't look angry, but he definitely does not look pleased about something. Are there? Cause the downstairs at the inn, that's like. The dining, like that's the main area and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's like other people.
At this point in the morning, there's a few other people there. There's a couple of people stopping to have breakfast before heading out to. Well, this section of the city is mostly a merchant area, so people are eating before going about their merchant business.
Very important.
Okay. He will ask about. I'm trying to figure out how to work this properly.
No worries, you're good.
Hawk mentioned what you did earlier. Was the reason related to me?
I'm thinking what Falco will say back.
Uh-oh. You cut this tension with a knife.
I made a deal for information, same as you.
Brick meat wall.
Because he's gonna finish writing this line and just come back like, the fuck did you just say to me? That doesn't answer the fucking question.
Tobias looks guilty, but he also looks resigned. And instead he'll say, or what he will say to Valk next is, I cannot control your decisions. But I advise never doing something because of me or for me ever again.
How is this worse than what I was anticipating?
You dense
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh god, it actually hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Just thinking more.
I made a deal and I don't regret it. Now you motherfucker need some shopping therapy.
I want to kiss Paul on the mouth.
Hang on. What
But
did
then he doesn't give up. Like,
what did you say, Kenzie?
I said, did Valk say the second part, which is motherfucker, you need shopping therapy? Because if he doesn't, or if she doesn't, sorry, sitting right here.
It's fair.
If Valk doesn't say it, then Tobias has something to say back.
Can I say that Hawk's like sort of like in the entryway at this point?
Yeah, you're kind of standing there awkwardly while this is happening, Hawk.
Okay.
Yeah, Lish and Demi are down here
I'm just
too,
like-
watching this happen.
Yeah, y'all have popcorn.
Like a tennis
Okay, so
game.
she
Tobias
would,
Some over there.
Careful to keep his voice. He's not trying to draw a crowd.
Lish is watching this with the most crossed arms that a person can have.
okay, so no, it's
Just
not,
like
you
you
need shopping.
know.
therapy.
Hawk would be biting his nails if he had them or a mouth. Joke never dies, baby.
Okay, so Valk wouldn't say you need shopping therapy. She would more likely say, you need to get your mind off things. Let's have a change of scenery.
Thank you.
Rolling the popcorn.
Oh, it's torn way open.
It's a nat caramel.
Just
It's
like
If Bach left it at, I don't regret what I did to us.
Fucking.
But since,
Well, you could do that as you're like, all right. leave me to
well,
the door.
actually, you know what? Tobias is,
Did you say that? Wait, hold on. Let's
uh,
fucking, what's the timeline here? No backtracks. Just say what you're saying.
Val said, I don't regret what I did. I think you need to get your mind off things. Let's do a change of scenery. Tobias will say in response to that,
I guess.
I mean, I'll
sure, we need
that
to
that way.
get
You know what, fair.
Tobias for our next journey. And when he goes to head out, he will kind of rest a hand on Val's shoulder and just murmur to her, I don't regret what I did either. And then goes.
We need more. We
Lish's,
don't have enough popcorn for
Lish's
this
crossed
situation.
arms get even more crossed, if that's even.
Alicia's just straight up and not. No.
You're
His
all
arms
playing-
are broken.
Playing catch cradle with his own limbs.
I would almost say roll like see if you can perceive it, but
He can-
Lish has
he
like
can
a
read
stupidly
lips.
high perception anyway.
He'd win.
He can read
Yeah,
lips.
it's like half the perception is like 22 or something.
Yeah, Lish is
You
doing
cannot
his
hide
best,
secret from this man.
his best impression of a pretzel.
My passive is 23 and I can
Hmm.
read lips because I have observant.
My God.
Jesus.
Perfectly catered not for combat, but for stealing all the secrets he can.
Espionage, baby.
And now y'all have to decide who's staying for when Sniv gets back.
I believe he went off to find Sniff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Aaron's
you
with
find
her.
him.
I mean, Val can also still stick behind if you want.
No, Valk is doing retail therapy with you.
Well, okay.
And Sniv said he would come back, and that was relayed.
All right.
The martial
Lish,
classes
like,
are being sad and going shopping.
There's
for
there's something I
weapons.
wanted to do with between Hawk and Bulk, but I can wait probably.
I mean, they're heading
Okay.
out, so unless you
Um,
catch them.
While you two are out, could you go find some maps? 2 or 3 should do. I can cover the
Copy that,
costs when you
Chief.
come back. Still got a few gold pieces back in here. Do you have any money? Perception.
I don't think that was picked up by the mic.
Do you have any money? I don't think so. Okay.
No, I said I think so. I do have
I
money.
think so.
Hawk is rolling perception to pick that up.
Why?
But I don't know. 19 though.
No, it's not Hawk needs to roll perception to hear that. You need to roll perception to hear that.
No, I heard it fine.
Ugh.
But I would assume
Are we
19.
going- Are we
And there
going
was
out
3.
together or are we splitting up?
Well, those two already.
We just we're fucking.
And we
They're
just
gone.
pieced out
They're
too.
They're
fucking-
gone.
It's just
Demir and Lish and Hawk and say.
We're splitting up. Seems the decision has been made. And Demir is going to just fucking leave.
Okay.
I guess I'm staying here waiting for the red destroyer of property.
The destroyer of worlds.
Is he the one who's been breaking the plane?
Sniff is the BBUG.
Oh,
You guessed it.
time fuckery. He could be ancient by the time he's doing this.
Little do we know he's actually a red dragon link.
Yes.
But all right. Speaking of splitting up,
I was gonna say, let's start with Levy and Erin.
Yeah.
Where do you look for?
wait, shit. I have to look at something really quick. 2 seconds. I'm bad.
While you're looking it up,
Does it have to be within sight.
I can give you the names of the different sections of the city. And it's an advertisement for D&D Beyond.
Oh my god, if only.
I wish I was.
Don't
Flipper
give
Able. I
them
would
no
love to
free
play more.
advertisement without some sweet sponsorship deals.
Whoa.
Okay, but what if you just really like something?
Sponsored by D&D Beyond.
I feel like she would like
Get your memberships today.
She would.
Your VPN.
Oh my god. I feel like Levy would get to like a no
No.
No,
rock bottom.
No, Dove, it's not legal, but just Rage Shadow Legend.
Even worse than Lee. Anyways,
True.
somehow.
Hey,
Anyways.
we
Anyway.
might want that sponsorship at some point.
Anyway.
Speaking of splitting up, Levy's going to get them to a main artery of the city and point in a direction and go, Aaron, you search that way. I'm gonna search this way. It's totally not sus.
So, Erin, there's the outskirts of
You steal from
the city where Azhelma is, along with Peak and Azhelma's daughter. There's the bottle sector, which is where you guys are. It's the merchants section. And then there's the sections you have not been to yet. That includes, sorry, I've named a lot of shops I have to scroll. There's the hearth sector, which you have not gone to. And erudite sector, which you have not gone to. The military sector, which you have not gone to. And there's the diamond sector, which you're not allowed in.
Damn, okay.
Just to break it up, you know.
Yeah. Would Sniv just sneak into a gated community?
You asked
Yeah.
a question.
Anyway,
Snuck into a gated community that was a beholder's lair.
That's pretty much as gated as it fucking gets.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he'd be heading toward the fucking skirts. I mean, plants. Am I right?
The outskirts?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, roll an investigation check.
Alrighty. That could be better. That is a 10.
There is no sign of him.
Or in his fucking.
You've been searching for about an hour at this point.
I should note that while Levy is off making decisions, she is actually like looking down alleys on her way.
Yeah. You were all investigation check too.
Okay, so. Wow. Let me give you the total, even though it's gonna be fucking pitiful.
How it goes.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you don't see any sign of them.
We're good at this.
We're great at this.
Awesome at our job.
It's better than the time that Hawk rolled survival and then ended up spinning in a circle and going, I don't know what I'm doing. So
Nice.
it still lives in my head today.
You were unable to find Smith, either of you. At least in this section of the city.
Who knew wandering aimlessly through the city would
I know. Imagine such a thing. I think after determining that there's
I'm sorry you ran away. He made the worst.
No.
decisions every
My
time.
my giggling was going to the police and filing a missing persons report. We lost our pet kobold.
We lost our child.
we lost our child.
Valk with the empty baby Bjorn.
my son.
Yes, he's a young dragon kid.
I'll walk like one of those like
As
leash
opposed-
backpacks that you put on like unruly toddlers, but like it's bitten off.
And like, it's like she has like a sign made out of like a picket fence thing, and it just says, "Have you seen this child?" And it's just like the worst sketch possible.
Just
No, it's like the feral
in the
open.
process of eating like.
It's like it's the no. It's the feral open mouth sketch that Avery did of Snip.
Or just a pair of crayons just shoved into his nostrils.
No, the walrus. The walrus. One.
Yes.
Well, they would go up because lizard.
Lost baby.
Little guy missing.
And
Anyway.
Anyway,
Good call.
and just like, okay, we are going to find him. And he's going to shut his eyes and spin around in a circle. And then, pointing.
Roll a d4.
All right. Cool.
we think was not a D8.
Okay. So
Front door.
you end up pointing towards the military sector.
Put those birds.
Put your phone on mute.
So that is the southernmost sector of the city. And as you head this way, Levy, have you caught up at this point, do you think?
Probably.
In that case, you both head off to the military sector, assuming you decide to follow Aaron's spinning and pointing.
She'll go in the opposite direction. Assuming it's one that she hasn't that hasn't already been searched.
Okay. I'll focus on you.
All right.
Military sector. It has the capacity, as you can see, to house and train a vast number of soldiers. There are a couple prisons, as well as tightly locked barracks and instructional facilities for the military. It is here that the guards and the military are trained in hand-to-hand combat, marksmanship, swordplay, and espionage. You can see there are several different buildings that stick out to you. There's a round coliseum known as the arena. There's the archery range. There's a small museum that looks like it run out of a man's house called Arcajan's Oddities.
Take shot.
There's some more scrolling I have to do. There's
I love that spot.
there's one called Animals for Companionship and Magic. And there's the armory, which is like a block-like building where you think you get the impression it's sort of like a military surplus sort of deal. And then there is a tavern called Gladiator's Rest.
All right. I have two ideas, so let's see which one occurs to him. Okay. Aaron immediately makes a beeline for the magical pet store.
Okay. All right.
Honestly, not too far off.
So you head into the magical pet shop, and you see an elf man. He's got kind of long, stringy, white blonde hair, and fair skin. He introduces himself as Parael Silken, and for sale, he has the following creatures. Get ready, because this is exciting, you guys.
Oh boy.
You can get at this shop a blink dog puppy, a displacer beast kitten, a pseudo dragon, a chimera cub, a badger, a peacock, a parrot, a mastiff, a cat, owl, lizard, almirage, which is sort of like a bunny with a unicorn horn, raven, lemur, fox, and a moth kitten.
Oh my God.
I should have brought my baby bestiaries.
You can see the moth kittens. Seems to be playing with the actual cat, and the kitten itself is sort of greenish, is soft and fuzzy, and it's got little flowers like kind of poking out of it here and there. It's something big. about it.
All right.
Burn it.
Boy, more face.
And when you turn your attention towards the moth kitten, Parael says, he explains what it is, and he says, now it is technically a plant, so if you get this one, you will have to water it every now
And lots of sunlight, of course.
and then. Of course, they tend to go for sunlight anyway. They like the sunshine resting in it.
Oh. Staring out in this beam.
Impulse purchase.
On task.
For now.
I mean,
The blake dog puppy poofs next to your leg and starts like biting at your pants leg and just pulling on it with his teeth.
Oh my gosh. Do you wanna tug? And Aaron's gonna reach down and grab his pant leg and like pull back a little.
He is into it. He is playing tug of war with you. He is having so much fun. This is the greatest thing ever.
Oh, ooh, you're really getting it. Come on.
He is the toughest little beast ever.
And I think whilst fully playing a role with this dog, he's gonna be like, have you seen Cubbles come earlier this morning? Like red little guy, kinda all over the place.
Nah, I'm afraid I haven't had any kobolds in here for a while. If you're looking for something special, something in particular, I'll see if I can order one, and have it transferred here.
Oh God. All right. I'm just blunt with that.
Blake dog puppy poops away and appears on your shoulder.
Oh, see, like this with everyone.
He's a sweet little guy. He's really friendly.
Oh. Well, I should probably
Do you need a coin to flip? Pico.
this entire blink dog situation would be so much more adorable to me if in the back of my head it wasn't just going, this would be a terrible idea for Mr. 10 Bear Traps.
We're making good decisions
Oh.
today.
Making choices.
We have
The first
successfully
good choice today.
we have
It's
successfully navigated the pet store.
I'm so proud.
Aaron
It's
is
a
the only
record.
person today to come through decision unscathed.
Sweep through the problems, get a pet.
It's how you live your life, you know.
Sometimes you just gotta be like,
You can always come back.
it's not my
Yeah,
problem.
I should probably talk to the other watching, but oh, I think I might just have to. You have a lovely day.
Come back soon.
You do.
Nathan seems disappointed as he reaches over
You
and
too?
Yeah.
takes the puppy from you, who starts whining, and the puppy is placed back on the floor.
Wow,
Aaron
you're
walks
driving a
out.
hard sale, man.
Aaron walks out like rubbing his shoulder.
She's not even there, and somewhere Levy is compelled to buy a puppy. Like, what the fuck?
Across the city, Levy just overcome by the desire for a puppy.
I need a service dog.
Her head tilts like 1 degree left. Is that one?
Something needs a mother?
All right. And Levy, you said you went in the opposite direction.
Yes, where am I? Where the fuck am I?
You would be in the Eurodite sector, which is the northernmost section of the city. It's a beautiful district. There's gardens, chapels, and a couple of buildings that might be for the storage of political documents. There's beautiful towers in the ancient Ilenian style that stretch to the sky. across the landscape of centuries-old halls of learning and acolyte or student boarding houses. It's an artistic and spiritual center and something of a winding labyrinth of roads. And as you walk, there are a few places that stick out to you. There's the General Services Administrative Office, which sounds as exciting as you're probably imagining. There is an interesting building that looks like a combination of a tavern and a library called Peace and Quiet. There's Daughter of Soon Memorial Trail, which seems to be a winding path.
Oh, no.
There's the greenhouses, which is a private area full of unique plants.
Oh, no.
There's a temple to Miliel, which is a lofty cathedral with magnificent craftsmanship and architecture. And you can hear music
It just hit me.
from coming from within. And you can also see an open air temple that looks like it's kind of a hollowed out cathedral in of itself, which is the temple to Saloon.
Going for the plants.
Which one?
Fucking, probably the unique or exotic ones.
Okay, so you
Yes.
start to head in that direction, and you are stopped by a couple people in similar set of robes. Excuse me, ma'am, this is not open to the public.
Hi, sorry. You see, stopping in through town and my compatriots and I, our kobold snuck away, and the only thing we know is that he might be eating some plants. I would like to see if he's here and extract him before too much damage is done.
They kind of exchange a glance.
Oh, no.
You
Oh,
can follow
no.
me if you want. I have nothing to hide.
But we don't like to have this be open to the public for a reason. We can let some of the other botanists know, and we will keep an eye out.
Great. What's one moment? Let me see if I can't convince you real quick. And in her mind, if Sniv is within 90 feet of her, she can hear, Sniv, honey, where the fuck are you? We're very worried.
You do actually hear a response. I said I'm back.
That isn't quite good enough. I was told you were eating plants or something. I was like, okay, well, maybe some
Potions.
I don't think we should be making potions out of the rich people's plants.
Plants don't belong to people. That's not how they work.
No, that's how it works here in the city, honey. Unfortunately, I don't agree with it either.
Roll a persuasion check.
Fuck!
I love Levy so much. I just like marry me, Levy.
Use as
You
much
have to
potion
ask her
charm as
first.
possible.
Literally, the southern accent makes her so much more amazing than I thought she'd ever be.
I knew she was gonna be amazing from the beginning.
I mean, so did I.
Yeah.
You said persuasion? Oh, fucking balls. Okay.
Listen, I worded it wrong.
Persuasion.
More than I could have
persuasion.
imagined. There we go.
15?
He's very noisy.
You hear the mental equivalent of a
I feel these.
Thank you, honey.
Where are you?
I'm right outside this fancy place. They don't let the public in. I mean, did you?
Do you
It's
want
got a
to
whole
meet him
bunch
in
of
front of the
unique-
guards?
You need. I'm right in front of. I'm with some guards out front. They already know you're here. Possibly.
Kind of look at everyone like,
They let 'em
No,
in.
it's in her brain. She
Okay.
uses her mind.
Okay.
She's literally just making a bunch of faces right now.
Unlike Snoop, who's probably saying it out loud.
Oh no.
Your son is violencing me.
Oh, kill.
I thought that was directed at me for a
I
moment.
was just bitten.
You got carpet sharked?
You guys
It's not even
are
under a carpet.
He's here.
He's just over by the thing.
baby boy.
Whatever you call that. It's got a bunch of drawers on it.
Give
Precious
me
little
a
bastard.
His predator instincts come out when he sees feet.
I haven't even pet the boy. And he's being
Sorry about your cat's toe fetish.
What a world we live in.
I'm putting up there.
Aw.
Okay. You want him.
Aw.
Do you want to be bitten?
I don't. I'm fine.
None of us really care.
It's biting time.
Until blood is drawn, I think we're fine.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I
And he's a gentle.
It's a
boy.
cat.
You live. Yeah, you live with worse.
They,
Right?
they be adorable and then they cause mischief. That's the deal.
It's just Joey showing the cat.
So after a minute or so, roll a perception check.
Oh, yeah. 4.
Okay. Him, coming back, just kind of trotting closer. And the guards just look completely baffled, the botanists, I mean, they're like, you can kind of see them looking at each other and one of them says, how did they get that into the city? And
I don't ask too much questions with my friends at this point. Don't worry about it.
you do not notice anything out of the ordinary about Snoop.
Did he?
Uh-oh.
He grew 3 sizes that day. He is now huge.
He is able to reach the top shelf. Run.
He is no longer
Oh,
a baby.
no.
He wants power.
Oh, God.
Trots up to you and he just reaches out and offers you his hand.
She's gonna take it.
All right.
I'm so proud of him. He's come so far.
All right.
He's learning.
Thanks, guys. So sorry for any trouble you may have caused. Now, come on, let's get you back. And she takes Snoop and fucks off.
All right. And then while you're walking back, you do draw some stares from the people around in the area.
It's just a lady taking a walk with her like godson. Damn, mind your business.
The third monster godson.
Who's an
I won't
adult?
judge.
It doesn't matter. Fine.
11 days.
How old do kobolds get?
Thank you.
Oh dear. Anyways,
you walk in the back, Steve starts talking about some of the interesting plants he saw inside of the greenhouses.
yeah, tell me all about it.
And he
Let me know what kind of bills we'll be paying later in the week.
Just run before you
He
get to
says there's few that were brightly colored, and then there was one that tried to spit at him, but he stepped out of the way.
Oh, very good.
And there's one that smelled really bad, and then there's one that was bigger than him, and like he's just talking about.
And she is riveted, honestly. She's just like, yeah, that's great. I sound sarcastic, but she doesn't, I swear. She loves kids. She does.
Do you make any effort to alert Erin to that you found him?
I mean, her other mental, he's out of range, ain't he?
Probably.
Fucking
He's at the
shit.
fucking pet store.
Yeah,
She'll
you guys
just
went in
go
the
back.
opposite direction.
She'll just go back to the
so.
crossroads that she fucking left him at.
Okay.
Yeah. And wait. Now, Snoop, I'm sorry. We gotta wait here for Aaron because he went in the other direction looking for you elsewhere.
Erin, where do you go next?
Different fucking quarter.
Okay. So the final quarter is the Hearth sector. And this is the eastern region of Apex. And you get the impression it houses the working class of the city, along with a handful of impoverished neighborhoods closer to the outer wall. The homes get more impressive the closer you get to the center of the city. And the network of roads just slowly kind of converges into different plazas. There are a handful of shops here, but if someone were looking for something more unique, you get the impression they'd be directed towards the bauble sector. Some of the things that can be found here include like earthenware makers, flour mills, ironworks, brick factories, wood mills, wineries, leather tanneries, pulp mills, fisheries, smelters, mints, barrel makers, cart makers, and cabinet makers.
And get off the gray, and get off the one.
You pass by something called Wild Cloak Cookery, which seems to be a forge, a small forge that specializes in cooking supplies. There's the Rolling Pin, which is a bakery. There is actually a graveyard that you see called the Green Hill Graveyard. There is closer towards the outer ring of town. There is a tattoo parlor called Just an Inkling. And then
Matching tattoos.
And then there is a tavern here called the Roasting Duck. And when you poke your head in, you realize it's not necessarily about the food that they offer, but it's more about giving people the opportunity to roast each other.
Well, that sounds perfect. Some of us.
It'll be a
Beth-
bloodbath
Beth's
for the.
roaster
Yeah,
is
like
right.
waiting to buy it.
Third
There,
one.
just be like, what? No.
All right. I think
Murdering everybody.
staying on track. I think the only thing he'd really be going for is the graveyard. I think.
Okay. So this graveyard is actually pretty big. There is a temple to Kellamvor on the grounds, the god of death. And there are countless gravestones that line the rolling hills. There are so many, most that are centuries old, that these days you think people end up mostly cremating their dead unless they already have dedicated family plots. It's a big city and it's a big graveyard, but it's starting to get a little compact.
All right. Yeah, he's wandering, probably reciting little, prayers and send-offs under his breath, in Celestial. He's just gonna, do around, make sure that Sniv isn't out anywhere like stealing flowers off of gravestones or anything.
Not at all.
No.
Actually, the graveyard seems pretty peaceful though.
Wow, that's lovely. All right. And in the absence of Sniv over here, he will go back to the fucking corpse roads.
I was gonna say, by this point, it's getting kind of late in the day, assuming we're spending a couple of hours dedicated to each section.
Actually, Whip to,
This Levy's only gonna wait so long, but.
yeah. Whip to Whip Levy. Okay.
You're having a nice day.
Bro.
Since we're
You spent all day searching the city for evil.
Let's see, you mentioned the cookware 3. Were there any like smiths that seem more weapon based?
Not in this section of the city. The Wild Cloak Cookery is run by a halfling named Tawny Wildcloak, and her girlfriend, Vanny Bigheart. both of them are halflings. And Tawny says, well, I'd recommend that you look more towards the Bobo sector, because that's where that sort of thing would be coming in to the city in terms of trade and whatnot. Most of the folks in this section of the city, they don't really need that sort of thing.
All right, well, thank you very much. You have a lovely establishment.
Of course, careful of the pots and pans on the ceiling as you head out.
And Aaron does bump one, but he keeps walking valiantly.
All right.
And he hasn't checked, although he could theoretically still be on task while going there.
Yeah, we started in Bobble, I think.
Yeah, but who knows where Sniv went. Yeah, I think it's getting to the point in the day where he wants to get his errands in,
Okay.
regardless.
It's getting kind of late.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to travel and try to find a smithery.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you're able to find a blacksmithy specializing in weapons. It's called All the Rage.
And Aaron is home.
All right.
I love you so much.
That's so
I did
good.
not come up with a million different locations in the city for this.
I cherish you every day of my fucking life.
But anyway, All the Rage is owned by another couple. The blacksmith is named Eliza Glass, and she is a human woman. And she's ripped. She's got like some scars. Her hair is like cut short to avoid it getting in her face while she works. And then her husband is a half-orc man named Durak Glass, and he can enchant some of the items to be more powerful if necessary.
I love them already.
Yes. All right.
Kind of like a string bean guy.
I love that for him.
The half orc's a string bean and the woman's just ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and Balk would get along. Just the scene from Full Metal Alchemist. Chug. When two herbos meet.
Excuse me.
Do you address the half-orc or the human?
I'm addressing the buff woman.
Okay.
That seems, the more likely to be the smith.
He kind of like wipes some sweat off of her face and gets kind of like a smear of soot. Oh, your customer?
Yes. Hopefully.
Yeah. What are you looking for then? Did you have a commission or something?
No,
Or just
I was hoping to
window
start
shop?
one
Okay.
if possible.
All right. What are you looking for?
Do you stock any
Bear
cold
traps.
steel? Not even necessarily made into anything. But like around.
Like you're looking for like cold iron ingots?
Yes. Well, that is the material I would like. Yes, if that's a material you can provide.
Let me see. That kind of material's rare. And
Yeah.
it's tricky to work with, given that you have to temper it just right. Is there a specific kind of weapon you're looking for?
I've been hoping ideally, if I could get some just like if I could get some like coating or something. I have and he's gonna
Well, coating would be different. That you would be able to coat a weapon in silver, which would be more effective against certain kinds of undead.
okay.
Or potentially lycanthropes, but
I'm more worried right now about Aaron making plans to fucking kill Toby.
Now you know how it feels. Fucking cold iron around.
Aaron pulls out.
Eric's best.
Aaron pulls out one of his bear traps. Like, can you make this kill a lycanthrope? But that's not far off from what he's doing. It's like I'm more worried right now about Faye, and you know those category of things. I've been here. I've been hoping, if possible, to get that coating on. You know, I have an axe, and I mean, read some spears if you have enough extra, and I can afford it. But mostly just that, if that's possible.
All right, let me look. And she starts to head over to her husband, and they start chatting about potential materials like that would work. And she comes back with a short sword and a long sword. And she holds out the long sword and says, this is a cold iron long sword. I think it's the last piece I have like this. This one, and she holds up the short sword. This one, it's not cold iron, but like it makes it easier for you to hit certain things sometimes. It helps guide your swings.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. How much of a dick is Aaron?
Yes.
Oh no.
505 gold pieces for the long sword. Do you need help? Yeah, it was gone.
It's never coming back.
Oh no.
Okay.
Did it go into the
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been eaten.
It's an entire wall, but you can sample from this if you want.
you can get it in a minute. We
Yeah.
probably break after at
All right.
some point. It's fine. Anyway, probably about 505 gold pieces for the long sword. This one she gestures with the short sword. This one's a little more rare. So that would be probably around 4,010 gold pieces.
All right. Okay. Well, I'd have to.
Stay over there.
All right,
The
I'll have
computer is
to-
getting closer and closer and closer.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fair.
Well, it's her fault for taking up so much room.
Extra bitch.
Yeah,
That's
just the wings.
That's what she gets for ASMR spreading.
Yeah. All right. Have to consult my companions about such an expenditure, I think. Don't hold anything for me, but I might be back.
All right, you know where to find us.
Thank you.
In the as you head out, the half orc gentleman says, and thank you for coming in. All right. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Done. Do you give up?
Aaron, give us up.
Okay. You too.
Shopping trip.
Shopping trip.
Shopping trip.
Get some maps.
Toby and about. Where do you go?
You said something about an arena.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
Okay.
Like, do they take walk-ins?
So the way the arena works, it is in, as I said before, in the military sector. You can throw down a challenge for any of the combatants. You two can choose to fight each other. You can challenge someone you can see getting ready to fight, or you can challenge the grand champion, who has a fighting name of Big Bucklu.
Would Valk throw Toby into some shenanigans?
Tobias wouldn't be into doing shenanigans right now. He is
That's fair.
straight work mode, getting the shit that they need so they can go after Paul.
So map then arena.
Delay, gotta have a delay on the hit stuff there. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
hit stuff therapy needs to happen.
So, back in the bottle sector, there is a map shop called the Cartographer's Quill. And it is run by a human woman named Fimenda Maz. And she creates and sells maps for different areas of the world, from huge continental ones to small ones of certain areas.
Do I take lead?
Sorry, I'm just noting stuff. Okay, so the place that we're going to is still on this continent, so we'll probably want a more region-based map. Specifically of the region that we will be going to.
Those mountains to the
East.
Yeah.
Between Legacy Quarry and the other place.
Yes,
I'll have to check something.
Valk would certainly ask about if she has anything old referencing that area.
And I don't really have anything too old. If you're looking for something more historical, I would recommend going to the archives over in Opus. They're more likely to have rarer and older maps. These are intended for travel.
Okay, how much is it per? A map of the region we're talking about, modern?
If you're just looking for like a map, are you looking for a map of like the mountain range?
Yes.
Or
Something that we can use to properly navigate where we're going.
that would probably be like a gold piece.
Okay, so we should pick up a couple of those and then head to, sorry, it was the
Opius.
That's a different
That's a
city.
different. city.
oh, that's a different city.
Yeah.
Is that in the
It's also
direction
in-
we're going?
No.
No, it's
No.
farther down south. It's back where the party first started.
I have roll 20 open. I can pick up the map
It's south of.
because
where
that's
we
what
are.
Avery left it on.
Mhm.
I can also bring it up on my same city.
And we
Yeah,
can
that's
contact the archivist there, just
Yeah.
by
They've already gotten it.
Okay, so
we know the archivist of that city.
you could theoretically
We're
contact
done,
them and ask, hey, do you have any information of this in this area? And then we can
Yeah.
mark it on our map.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
So there's our
Here.
Got a friend.
Mackenzie pulled it out.
Oh, perfect. It's better than you reaching across the table.
There it goes.
But yeah, if we could have a couple of regional maps for between Ayera and Legacy Quarry, that would be amazing.
It is between Ayer and Legacy Quarry, right?
Yeah, it's in
So-
the mountain range, but
Okay,
like
so
more or
we'll
less.
need a region map for Aera, a region map for Legacy Quarry, or at least
The mountains.
the
in
mountain
there.
range specifically. And then for detailed maps, are there like detailed maps of the specific mountain range that we're going to? Or just kind of like,
There are some maps available that detail potential routes one could take to get through the mountains to get to Island, which is the country to the east. They are clearly marked. They have guard posts there, trade posts, various kinds.
okay. I think it'd probably be a good idea to pick at least one of those, just so it gives us a beginning route of how to get into the mountain range first.
Yeah, just as detail, a general map and then a detailed map of the area.
Okay, yeah. That would be like a gold piece each.
So it'd be about three gold total.
All right, mark that down from whoever's paying.
I can.
Thank you.
I
I
have
forgot my
the-
pencil.
I have like 50,000.
Fair.
But I'm fine with paying the people anyway, so.
Yeah, I only have 10.
The bias. It's all good. It's for the party. so.
Val pulls out her teeny tiny sack of gold and you're like,
Does Bulk need a sugar
Just
mom?
throw $20 in the tavern and then-
Because Jimmy's kind of rolling in it. Hang on.
I thought you were having me roll for realization. I just.
Does Bulk need?
No, you can have that.
Oh, yeah,
free.
that's a
That
problem
was-
for a.
I know.
You
But thank
remember
you.
Passing by.
Don't worry about it.
And there were
It's fine.
hinges and-
Cool, thank you.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay,
so
so that's. yeah,
I
so we
didn't
got
see where it
the
was.
3 maps.
It moved.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
It's cursed.
Get fucked. So we have the 3 maps that we need. In terms of food, how is everyone doing for like rations and stuff?
I don't eat.
I have 13
How
pages
nice for
right
you.
now.
We're in charge of map.
I think Hawk actually has some rations just that he started with, that he's never used.
by the way, the cartographer, when you're buying these maps, she says, if you're planning a trip heading eastward, I would recommend stopping by Mountaineer's Destination. It's a shop that sells survival kits, potential potions that can help protect you from the climate, and potential supplies that would help explorers get through tough climate situations.
Thank you.
Probably good idea.
10 bear traps ain't gonna help us there.
As far as
You shut your whore mouth.
Listen, I love Aaron, but he does have his vices. That can't be denied.
His vices are bear traps. He's addicted.
Aaron, this is an intervention.
See you staring at me, sir.
You dare.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, I guessed on the armor.
It's pretty accurate.
How about that?
Okay.
It's kind of a dark and steel and then the trim would be gold.
I had 19 rations.
So what you guys doing?
Rolling in.
Okay, so we got the maps. The cartographer mentioned that other shop.
Yes, the Mountaineer's Destination.
Mountaineers destination. Sorry, I'm just writing it down.
Wouldn't that be a mountain though?
Nobody
You can
asked
kill
mountains,
me.
Jim.
Okay, Tobias would suggest stopping by the Mountaineers just like double check and see, in case like there might be anything, because to my knowledge, since it's a mountain range, people are probably gonna need winter clothing. Who does not have winter clothing?
Levy kept hers. I think we.
Yeah, you've been wearing a bathing suit this whole time. I'm pretty sure.
Bastard.
No, didn't you change to a dress?
Yeah,
Tobias
well,
has
afterwards.
Tobias has winter clothes. Hawk has winter clothes.
Hawk does not have winter clothes.
Hawk does not have winter clothes.
Hawk
Hawk
does not have
doesn't
winter.
need winter clothes.
No, he needs winter clothes.
Oh, you do?
I had to roll for an exhaustion. when we were in the wild.
Well,
I don't
we should
have
probably
answer-
go with everyone so they can pick out their own winter clothes.
I don't have antifreeze.
So we should probably hit the mountaineering place as a group
See
on our
what
way
they
out.
have. Yeah, I'm also trying to think of like what can we get done in one day.
I know I have winter's clothes, but I don't. Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
need
fine.
some slightly more subtle weapons than what I have at the moment. Because, well, you guys are up to different things than I usually am.
Why do you?
That is true.
I need some knuckle dusters that I can sneak into places if need be.
Do you think we're robbing a bank or something? What's going on?
Do.
I don't know what you fuckers get up to.
Oh, I see. You're just preparing for the worst. I see.
Okay, so we need to make sure everyone has their clothes. Give me 2 seconds to write up the thing. People who don't have warmer clothes.
Would you like to take a pause so that we could write things down and do math or whatever?
Yeah,
Get up,
maybe just
stretch.
get a list assorted
Yeah.
of
Okay,
the things.
I could pause the recording and we can come back when we're ready. Maybe once we've had some cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, sure.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, that'd
right.
be a good idea.
Look, we
We
make
will
cinnamon roll.
reconvene in just a moment. Here we go. No time has passed whatsoever. Woo! All right, so you guys were going to go to the Mountaineers destination.
Should we even bother going to it now, or should we just wait for the rest of the party to get together at this point?
We could eyeball, what section of the? Where?
Oh, it's in the bobble sector, so it's in the area you were in before.
Might as well swing by it, and also I need to stop at a weapon shop as well.
Levy won't wait for Erin forever, so she'll probably come back with Sniv within like an hour of finding him.
But we are not at the.
We're not to that yet.
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah.
forgotten you.
Okay.
I haven't even gotten to Listen Down there yet.
Yeah, right. So at this
Sorry.
point, I would say, because we don't have the rest of the party here and we don't know what everyone needs, I say, fuck it, we'll go to the Mountaineers tomorrow before we leave. And it said, we will take the time to go to a weapon shop now, because we don't know how long that'll take.
All right. So you wind up actually at the same shop that Erin found himself in too. All the Rage.
Does the Full Metal Alchemist scene happen? Just walking.
Roll persuasion check. I'll tell you what.
15, 22.
Yeah.
Chunky dog.
You step in your full buff Azamar lady glory. You stand there and you see this soot covered human woman. She gives you a nod of respect. What can I help you with?
Everything I have right now is big and bombastic. I'm looking for something more subtle.
Like toothpicks?
A little less subtle than that.
Well, are you looking for magic weapons or just something that'll get the job done?
What do you have in the way of like knuckle dusters?
Knuckle dusters. She like cracks her knuckles and starts looking through her inventory.
Thoughts and prayers.
Let's see. Let's look up. I'm curious about this.
This is you.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I mean. She pulls out a pair of brass knuckles that have sort of like it looks like they have ice crystals growing on them. So these ones are pretty special. These ones are called the knuckles of frost, and if you punch something with it, it helps freeze whoever you're punching just a bit.
You could use that on the sherbet.
Just punching the fucking sherbet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things will probably have cold resistance there.
That's also true. Well, fascinating. We're going to a cold region, so things that'll have resistance against cold. Also, I'm kind of broke as hell.
All right. Well, I got some just regular non-enchanted ones if you want. And she pulls out some brass knuckles. They don't look like anything too special.
Mhm. May I try them on?
By all means,
At which point
don't
she,
break anything in the store. I'll fucking kill you.
at which point she kind of like slots them on, just kind of goes shunk, shunk, click, click. Yes. What do I owe you?
5 silver pieces for 1 gold piece for them both.
A deal, at which point I pull out a gold piece and like,
All right.
thank you.
They do 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
They're so I can smite with
Yeah.
sneaky weapons.
That's really smart, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mark that down. And the buff lady turns to you at this point, Tobias. What were you looking for?
I'm currently not looking for anything at the moment. I was just traveling with her. Thank you though for the offer.
Just like losing interest in you immediately. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you frequent the local arena?
I like to watch sometimes. I like to bet.
As you do, as you do.
Want to win a buck? I'm going over there next and I can guarantee that you'd win some money on me.
At this point, it's straight up floating.
I mean, her husband is right there.
Does that matter?
Roll a perception check them.
In this campaign.
9,
See
15,
where this is
no,
going.
16.
So I just looks at Vok a little confused, like, that doesn't have anything.
I gotta stay in the shop, but I appreciate the offer.
I appreciate the information. Anyone you would recommend for some good entertainment?
Big Buckloos matches are pretty exciting.
Thank you for the information.
All right. Anything else? Any more shopping? Or do I need to make a battle map?
I don't want to take everyone's time, but Balk's plan would be to be like, you need to get your head on straight.
Let's go hit shit.
Let's go hit stuff.
There is the archery range. Over
No,
that
hit
station.
stuff.
Even though Tobias is an archer.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's check in with Demir and Lish and maybe we can come back to it. Otherwise I can
Oh
arrange.
yeah, those two went off on their own, like in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are you guys shopping? Or are you shopping at all? Are you committing crime like Sniv?
I mean, Lish needs to pick up some stuff probably, but he's going to the temple of Slim. And unless you want to.
After like walking, I have a question.
For us.
You and,
stumbling back at midnight drunk off our asses with like.
You and Otto. What is that?
What is that?
She does not seem to be a fan of you.
Well, I don't think she's not a fan of me. At least not when I was running things smoothly for her. Or at least she thinks I'm running things for her.
Does she have a reason against you?
I'm not exactly her biggest fan. You know exactly who is. Someone who can be at her beck and call and just put a nice layer of ice over everything for her. But that's not what the Feywild wants. And so Feywild brought in somebody else.
I'm just wondering how much of an obstacle she'll be to you.
I cannot tell you what exactly is going to happen, especially if she is using Fiola as some kind of beacon to try and push Winter into everything, create more powerful holdings for herself. I don't think she would appreciate us putting an end to that spread.
Do you think she'll stand in your way?
I'd be curious to see her try to physically come down and take matters into her own hands. Is not exactly her style, the gods' style. They like to be very
Distant. Alzheimer said that she could get you home.
well, she is quite powerful, but I think that even she might be having difficulties moving between things without difficulty.
What if we got you home?
Through the hag.
Through any means.
And we just went to the Winter Court, you mean? Just
I mean, if we got you home.
right.
Do you think you could? Do you think you could retake everything? And I know it's hard to judge, but I don't. If Ariel stands in the way, perhaps it is better that we evade her attention or we move it somewhere else.
Perhaps if we got me to the Feywilds, there are likely many there that would be able to help me, even if it was just myself, no one else in this party here. However, as many of those in the Feywild who are pledged to me, there are just as many, if not more, who are pledged to the throne. There's strong loyalty, but it is to the Winter Wilds, not to one person, unfortunately. I don't think that I would trust people that I've had close to me for a long time as king.
I mean, perhaps they're allies in other courts.
Well, yes, perhaps.
It stands into Tanya's favor to have a king that is not seeking to encroach.
Precisely. I don't think any of the courts would be fond of the idea. However, I do not necessarily trust the courts to be fast moving. Especially with as slow of an encroachment as Auril has been pushing for thus far. It has not even touched the prime material plane, which is at least not for our time that we are seeing. So
It is not winter yet.
not yet, no. I fear if we delay until winter, then it might be the longest winter that this realm has ever seen.
I think that it would do us well to keep Aurel's attention off of you as much as we can.
Perhaps whatever she's running from seems to be attracting much of her attention.
Ire.
Her ire. Not that you didn't get her attention.
She did not give it to you.
That's what you get for asking nicely of a god, I suppose.
We don't ask nicely. I don't ask nicely.
No, I don't think we have any choice. If we are to traverse into the Feywild, it would be probably best if we could all go. If I just stumble blindly into the wilds, it's dangerous. You know it's dangerous. You've seen what's out there.
Of course. I don't know what other opportunities we may have. It seems that traversing the plains is difficult, and Azima offered a way. A high price, but it may be worth paying.
Perhaps.
She does not ask, but I could offer.
I do not want you to sacrifice anything for the sake of the transportation home. Often we have other options at our disposal.
What other options do we have?
Getting some of these divining rods. People at the university are able to cast such spells.
If they can get us through.
If Asthelma can get us through. She has not tried to transport herself. She seems as concerned as we are about the unraveling.
It's just a thought.
As much as we want to take the attention off of me, which I do not disagree. I do not want you drawing that undue attention to yourself. There are plenty of other people that we can send it on to.
Everyone at the table is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah.
Fucking what? Too late indeed.
I don't ask nice.
Nobody tells Lish anything.
Nope.
Least of all
Hey,
Y'all fucking death wishes. Y'all can fucking die.
Lish has blocked Bias will.
Mir has already.
Joke's on you, I'll just fucking miss you asses.
Joke's on you, I never had a laugh in the first place.
We have one more.
No, I prepped this scroll, so
Oh.
it's just straight up.
We should probably find more diamonds.
Sorry.
We're on our way to the temple. of
Yeah.
Solomon while we're doing this.
We're talking as we're talking and walking.
Yeah,
Walking and talking.
walking and talking.
I I just think that getting you home is the most important thing. And if the gods are running from whatever the hell this is, I don't think we can stop it.
I don't even know if we can stop it from me being back on my throne. It is something far larger than that.
Seems to be, but Alzama had a good point.
What?
You can outlast for a little while.
And we could stop her from running, and wouldn't that be a delight?
The hag?
No, Auril. From hiding.
I don't know how we would do that.
Well, if I'm on the throne, there is no spreading of winter. There is no permafrost, and there is no cozy, safe place.
Perhaps it would force her to do something.
I will admit she has more ambition than many of the gods that I've met. Heard of.
Alzama said that what happened to you was not by Aurel's making. Whatever this unraveling is.
Now this unraveling is out of control. I do believe my dethroning was. It feels good to know that it isn't something else that is the target of my ire. But anyways, we will talk again with Saloon. Or I will talk again with Saloon. See if we can get anything from her. You'd think that they'd want to discuss something like this.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
If they're not busy running.
If she's not busy running. Well, she's still in the sky.
Let's see.
Hasn't fallen out yet.
I'm surprised there's a hidden city on there too.
On the third day.
The moon. We're going to the moon, fellas.
So Liv can throw Toby in.
Let's have the spell jammer.
Fucking, let's put a werewolf on the moon and switch it.
We have a where out there we could do it with.
What
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Let's not torture them too much.
And one day it goes, Flish, first quiet. Like looks up from his book, looks up at the he's just like Flish. Why is it Ryan? Flish is just like he's in a better
Wait,
place.
wait.
No. He's
Wait.
in moon jail.
What, you see,
Oh wait.
He's already like building a shoddy ladder up there.
just like, yeah, how did I get here? Just like, okay, consider.
What if there was a druid and a blood hunter on the moon, and the blood hunter shapeshifted into an owl bear, and the druid shapeshifted into a wolf, and they kiss. Would that be fucked up or what? He shapeshifted into an owl bear, and then he got hit in the head with a rock.
Okay,
Would that
but
be
like-
fucked up or what? Yes.
Okay, but one last thing, like,
Would that be romantic or what?
okay, but one last thing, just like,
Are you okay?
That's one way to get your rocks off.
Stop.
okay, but just one more thing,
Yeah.
just like, well, Leafy, you know how some people see a man in the moon, and you know how some people see a rabbit in the moon? I see an owl.
It's an owl. It's a bear. It's don't fight.
is the Moon Man.
Congrats on being a piece of myth. How's it feel?
The man, the myth, the legend.
It's like there's something
Literally.
wrong with the glitching out. Jesus
Wait,
fucking
wait,
Christ.
What's
Do
it
you
like
guys-
being among all
Wait,
those stars?
wait.
Do you guys realize that this just means that Oxy is like Sakura goes, my son turned into the moon.
That's
roughly.
Okay, this takes Lish promising Tobias the moon to a whole nother level.
It didn't specify in what capacity it was promising
Exactly.
to buy us the moon.
He'll be the king of the moon.
There's more of that tricky fake bullshit.
Well, when the universe unravels and we eventually have to rebuild it, we know who's going to be the moon.
There it is. Sorry, Toby. You've been
Sorry,
voluntold.
Toby.
You've been voluntold. This is now a toxic workplace.
As long as he's useful to people, he's happy.
Okay, we're at the temple.
Okay.
Hooray.
Okay.
Yay.
Wow.
So, you go to the Temple of Selene. The temple itself looks like a hollowed out cathedral. Like it was once something else, but essentially had the roof removed. The temple itself is built of iridescent gray marble, and walking through the archway that leads into the temple, there is no proper door. You can see that the floor is sloped down towards a pool of water right in the very center of this cathedral. There's a woman who is at first glance sitting on the water, but upon closer look, there is a stone underneath her in the center of the pool. She just seems to be praying. The way her hair shines and the structure of her face, she looks like a half drow. Her hair seems fairly light, but her skin has sort of an undercolor of gray. What do you do?
She's the only one in there. There's other attendants, or
She's the only one you see right now.
what time of day is it? It's like midday. No, it's earlier in the
At
day
this
still.
point, yeah.
It's still early.
For you guys, at this point, trying to catch up to the rest of those
It's
people.
like midday.
It's like 10:30, 11ish. Not the typical time of day that people worship a moon goddess.
Funny thing. We're the only ones there. He's gonna kind of, it's like a round pool. He's gonna kind of like circle the edge of the pool a little bit until he's kind of in the front, like where her face is, and see if she's meditating or
Yeah.
what.
She is praying, and she does look up at you as you cross around. Her eyes are violet.
He kind of looks at her, quirks a brow, waits to see if she greets him at all.
Did you wish to use the reflecting pool?
Perhaps it is midday after all. Any signs? Any word?
Anyone listening?
People are always listening. Those are the
People.
gods.
Gods, maybe, I suppose. He kind of looks down at the water, kind of squints a little, reminiscing about his last time he stuck his head in the water.
This one is much more shallow.
Much more shallow, much larger too.
Yeah.
But it's open to the sky. He kind of like looks up. No sign of the moon.
Not in the current position.
He kind of like thinks a little, he's like, perhaps we should come back when it's later the night, but might try now.
The temple is open to all who wish to use it at any time of the day.
Are you willing to share your rock?
Absolutely. And she stands up and Misty steps to the edge of the pool.
Great. And I will face step over.
All right. She stands next to you down there and she just kind of folds her arms behind her back. Her posture is very straight and she gives you a nod of recognition. She's just observing.
What do you know of the ire of the gods?
So bad.
Well, different gods express ire in different ways.
Yeah.
My goddess, she may express displeasure in visions of a darkened moon or
Visions like
an unusual string of bad luck.
visions like dreams.
Yes.
Wish.
Lish is sitting down on this platform and.
Here's just
settling
like making
into
like
meditation.
it sounds like she's just making chit chat with the
Okay.
lady.
Visions like dreams.
Dreams will be sent out often as a warning, potentially.
A warning.
As I said, different gods express things in different ways. For example, if a much crueler god were to express displeasure in one of their followers. For example, the goddess Shar, she might send beings of darkness to assault whoever is displeased. Other gods are much more subtle.
Some are just massive assholes.
So what about having a dream where you die?
Some of them freeze you to death.
Who are much more forgiving, such as Lady Philin. She provides warnings, just a reminder to be careful first if you are concerned.
I am not concerned about Floon. Just curious. I don't know much about gods. I admit my religious upbringing was a little lacking.
Well, our temple is open to all, and there's various literature so I can provide you with if you wish.
I'm not seeking conversion.
I did not say conversion.
They never do.
And Demir becomes a cleric.
And a third class.
She's just gonna keep multi-class.
Multi-class, all the multi-class.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all, gotta catch
She
them all.
becomes absurd from the one puff and forest.
Listen, I have made a level 20 character that's just first levels in
That's
a
absurd.
whole bunch of things. I love him so much.
That is amazing.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
What the fuck, Richard?
Yeah.
He's
I love
totally-
him.
The Jack is his name Jack because he's of all trades.
No, he was Sir Percy Lord Tennyson.
That's even better.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, so
That's terrible. His name Tennyson?
yeah.
Well,
Actually, been.
well, I know my next character's name.
Sorry.
I have a pen in every stat.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Unless you can offer protection or avoiding the gaze of a god. I don't think there is much interest I have.
I'm not sure that there's much I can do to help prevent the god from seeing you. However, if you find a way to be favored by another powerful being or another deity, that may be enough to warn the deity that you have invoked the ire of, at least give cause for pause. You are protected by another deity. Gods do not wish to war with one another. At least not in that way.
An interesting thought. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Have- Oh, sorry.
I could offer you an amulet of the saloon, but it would not do much on its own.
I am fine. It is just curiosity.
You get the impression that she knows you are lying. She rolled like a dirty 20 for an insight check.
Yeah.
Finally, someone who sees through her life.
I mean, I could try rolling for it, but
Not gonna call you out. Lish.
Yeah, I mean, Lish is settling into meditation. He knows it's probably not gonna be the most helpful because it's midday, but fuck it, he's here. But the moon is in the sky, god damn it.
Roll
there.
It's not in your eye.
Roll wisdom check.
That's a natural one.
oh,
So
Shit. You are sitting here and the stone is so uncomfortable. And you're just sitting there and you're like shifting around and you're like listening in on this conversation that Demir's having. And
he's mulling
like
over the
you're
last
moving
conversation.
over and like next to you, one of the pixies flutters down and starts splashing in the water a little bit.
You know what's throwing him off is just how pissed off he is at Tobias. You know, he had big aspirations of coming out here and talking to Saloon, and now he can't fucking think of anything else. He can't focus.
Just wait until his passive perception picks up on. It's only gonna get worse.
The 23 in passive perception working against him. He can't unperceive his own inner thoughts.
He's not having a good day. Anyway,
Nobody is.
he's gonna sit there for a while though and just kind of use it as an opportunity to fucking fume.
Yeah.
And eventually he'll probably try and sit there for like 20 minutes or so, and then he'll fucking stand up and fucking kick through the shallow water back to the fucking shore.
Okay.
He's just like wading through basically to get back to the
The high priestess seems a little annoyed, but she gets your frustration. And she says, I would recommend you come back sometime this evening. There'll be more people here, but it is easier to commune.
Perhaps we will have dealt with our other problems by then. Unlikely. But still. We should get supplies. Oh,
I thought the others were handling that.
they did not take my request. I'll kind of nod to the high priestess. We will see if we return this evening.
I wish you both good luck. All right.
We need to go look for a diamond, like to see if we can find some pot and rations. And
The essentials.
maybe some other stuff.
Hot above rations, notably.
Lish
Wait,
has had
we're
a rough
getting
day.
weed?
He's gonna need that
He's
weed.
getting weed.
Lish doesn't eat the rations, so like he'll eat the jerky if he absolutely has to, but he has been hunting
I'll
from
tell
it
you what, roll a persuasion check,
for what?
just in general.
Who?
For trying to figure out where to get some.
Weed.
Weed.
It doesn't have to be weed either. It could be tobacco.
Yeah, this is much easier to get secondary, isn't it?
11.
Demi, were you assisting at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, if I can assist, definitely.
Sure.
Oh, slap some
I'm gonna roll
bard
my
guidance on
second-
that
Oh,
too.
yeah,
you're a bard.
actually, yeah, I will, you're fucking looking for weed?
Yeah, weed and tobacco.
Bitch, I'm about to have weed sets.
God,
It's one of my
yes.
feats.
Take an inspiration.
I thought seducing was one of your feats as a bard.
That's a lot.
That's a
better.
D12.
Same thing.
Oh. Okay. Where's the D20? It looked like a D20. Oh, there we go.
She like tells a
And
suggestive
add a D6.
joke to Lish, and he gets inspired to find weed.
That's still better. And it's plus a D6.
Yep.
Yeah, you should just take
Demir tenderly whispers into Lish's ear 69 420.
69 420. Get us some drugs, baby.
me too.
That's dank push.
22. All right. You are actually able to find someone near the temple of Melil who is selling some interesting leaves that can be smoked.
What kind of?
Temple of Melil, by the way, like a goddess of music and the arts and stuff.
Yes.
Just steps
Yeah,
outside,
makes sense.
instantly
Yes.
find a weed vendor.
Yes.
I don't want to like spend a ton of money on this.
Yeah,
Just like some basic stuff.
Yeah, like 10 gold for like 3 doses of, just put down the special.
Great.
Oh,
Special
God.
weed.
The
This'll be
national
fun.
weed.
It's the Schweed.
The sweet.
Horny goat weed?
Horny goat weed.
No.
Did they just sell us oregano in a baggie?
Yeah,
Roll an insight check.
I think Lex would be able to tell. Druid.
Oh, I rolled the same thing twice. Okay, that's an insight check.
Yeah,
Oh, hang on. I can add. Okay, that is 11.
11
Mhm.
looks good to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, 12.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
about the
drugs.
same.
Yeah,
It's drugs.
it's drugs. It's good.
Drugs. Drugs.
For
Oh my god, Toby can be the drugs owl on the moon.
Yes.
I like
Drugs.
how my inventory is looking now. Drug question mark? Bag of snowdrop tea.
I can't believe it. Lish would never do a drug.
And now
You would never
I
eat a
have
drug. Excuse
the
me.
good, I have good
He's the
weed.
party's dealer.
And
No,
He's the
a
party
good dealer
mule.
doesn't smoke their own supply.
He's the mule.
It's a druggie.
sometimes
Um,
literally, if you
It
ask
will
nicely.
make you feel like you're flying.
He's a druid.
And so some basic rations and we're gonna look at diamonds. I need to
Oh.
get one more. I don't remember. It's gonna be a 300 gold
300
at
gold,
least.
yeah.
300 gold diamond.
We
Okay.
Just like all my fucking money. Do we have party funds that I can put towards this?
Rich
Yeah,
person.
we have,
I
What?
we didn't give me any gold before I left, so
Maybe.
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah.
We have 4 platinum, 15 gold, and 1 silver.
Trying to put some
So-
of that towards like a diamond.
Yes.
I do have a
absolutely.
diamond and I used my diamond, so I need one.
Yes. It's not much, but 40 gold.
Towards it. Okay.
Yep.
Let me run the number.
And don't you have the
Really.
spell on your,
God
I
damn.
have the scroll.
yeah.
Nice.
She's got the scroll,
Huh?
I've got the spell, so.
I've been hoarding my coins.
Damn.
Damn.
Nice.
Hit up the party sugar mommy next time, Lish.
I've got a fair bit too, but like literally 500 of it is just placed in the inventory, not the wallet, because I'm setting it aside for the house fund.
Fair.
Okay, so,
Oh, it just doesn't understand money.
Hold on one second.
100
I wish that was
minus
No, I have to have
260,
four
yeah,
bank
so
accounts so that I
260 of my
can
own money for.
spend all my fucking money every month.
Nah, that's damn.
Need to wash my hands, Bo's infected them.
Okay,
yep, so
Cat
you
intimidation.
notice right away, heading back to the Bauble district, that when asking around, most of the things such as diamonds and gems are usually headed towards the diamond sector, where most folks are not allowed to be. However,
Break into
just
the gated community.
letting your 22 from before carry just a bit. You are pointed towards this little shop called Mayor Dragon Family Goods. And you are informed it is not likely, but they might have something like gems or diamonds.
perfect.
If you ask the right questions.
Do you have a diamond that we can purchase for 300 gold or
Um,
less?
You're not buying drugs this time. It's kind of straightforward.
Do you have diamonds that we can snort?
I watched the grinder and everything.
I have an alchemist's bag through Demir, so yes.
So you head over to Mayor Dragon Family Goods, and it honestly looks like just your regular little shop. Like there's it's run by a family of 3. There's a father, a mother, and a daughter. And they've got like various groceries and supplies that you can have for daily city life.
Anything fun?
I mean, nothing in particular. There's
Okay.
it's really frankly kind of a boring looking shop.
Kind of pokes his head to whoever's at the front and says, "We are looking for some unusual wares. We were told that you might have gemstones for sale. Is that true?"
The person at the front right now is the wife, the woman, Kyra. And she kind of looks at you sideways and says, sorry, but this is a family goods shop. We have baskets and fruit for sale, if you wish.
Well, that is wonderful, but I have 300 gold pieces that are going towards gemstones, and unfortunately, I can't spend that on groceries. So if we were mistakenly sent here, I'm happy to take my business somewhere else. But if you perhaps have something that you have tucked away for safekeeping, I'm all ears.
Roll persuasion check with advantage.
I have
Hey,
money that I
local
will
fans,
spend on
here's some
goods
money.
and services.
I love Lish so much.
I love him. Why am I
Advantage,
rolling so
advantage.
badly?
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I'll have every
That
character.
is a lot better. That was the 1 in a 20.
God.
The duality of dice.
27 persuasion, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
She kind of leans back a bit and says, how many are you looking for?
One, though if you are willing to discount them, I would be willing to take more off your hands. How many do you have?
I have quite a few.
Diamond.
Yes.
I would like to see them if you are able to.
She
You're good?
stands and heads to the back. And it's at this point that the daughter who has been helping shelve things in there, she is like in her early 20s, mistakenly drops a crate of apples, and a couple of them start spilling out, distracting the other people in the store as she like scrambles to pick them up. It was a loud noise, loud enough to draw the attention of some other
I mean,
people.
he's happy to go like behind. He kind of like gestures to, he like looks at that and he like looks at them like, I can go back and back if you want, but.
And Kyra returns with 3 diamonds. One is about the price you're looking for. It's like 300 gold pieces. There is one that's about 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Looking at it, and then there's one, just double checking.
The size of a monkey's fist.
There's one, yeah, that's
Even as
that's
you
pretty
focus, bro,
impressive. It looks about like maybe 5,000.
It's the Tiffany diamond.
God damn.
Demir wants to upgrade her wedding ring.
For her crown.
No, that's going on the ring.
She already has a ring. You know who doesn't have a ring? Your
Just
boy.
like-
Maybe we could get it for Toby to make him feel better.
No, not right now. We're not getting Tobias a ring. We're
These are the
mad.
ones I can offer you potentially.
Take a look. Take a look. Kind of take a look. Gestures to see if he's allowed to pick up and inspect.
You are, but she's watching you very close.
Sure, he's looking. Let me see something.
Get the
I have-
impression with your high insight that there might have been more she could have offered if you said the right passphrase, but
We didn't get a passphrase, so
nope.
okay. He's gonna gesture for Demir to give him her alchemist's kit. So I want it right now. No, if he wants,
Grind it down.
yeah. He wants the like.
That's the good shit.
In a gesture for Demir to give him the alchemist kit. Not for any reason, he just wants to have it.
I mean, that too. He wants the gem inspection magnifying spyglass, and so he's gonna pretend like he knows what he's doing.
Yes, this is a diamond.
Oh God, all I can think about is that book that Allie had where the guy's using a little, and then it's just a block of wood and says, "This is wood," for identifying wood.
Good. It's in the cellular structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he sets it down. He checks away the spyglass. He says, these look well, wonderful. This one looks like it would suit our needs. I have 300 gold.
I think that will work nicely.
Wonderful.
She swipes the other 2 away and you notice that the angle the store is set up with the shelves, it mostly blocks the front desk from view. At this point, the apple dropping was mostly to make sure no one would go up to the desk.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
counter, whatever.
like, can I can sense that these are real diamonds. I don't need to
Oh, yeah.
make a check. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I
Bo
will.
can sense them too.
Bo approves.
Yeah.
Bo approved diamonds. Shit.
And they'll say,
Quick, while the apples
uh,
are.
it was wonderful doing business with you. If I ever need such services again, to whom have I dealt with you? And it tucks away diamond in his bag.
This is just Mayor Dragon Family Goods, family run business.
I do like to support the locals.
Of course. I appreciate your patronage.
I'm feeling we just overpaid for the diamond.
What is worth? What is
This
this worth?
is worth is, Lish isn't gonna barter.
It's the exact price that Lish wanted to pay, so.
Kenzie doesn't want to do an extended booking exchange.
That is also fair.
Yeah.
Lish will just nod and head on our way.
All right.
To see if there's any rations maybe you can pick up while they're there. Some jerky.
Also from Mayor Dragon Family Goods or
Sure. While we're here,
Sure.
it's gonna
Yeah.
change.
While he's dealing with the diamond, Demir's like.
Yeah.
Picking up groceries. and then running.
He was waiting for the diamonds to get picked up from the back and Demir was like pouring like jerky onto the table.
well,
Pawing some
uh,
apples.
and
from the-
this-
5 silver pieces for 1 day of rations.
How many rations do you want?
Yes.
We don't
Oh,
need, like, a
1,
ton,
2,
but,
3,
like,
4,
enough.
5 people
Like, if
that
we get
we need them.
stuck somewhere in dreaming, then we won't. I mean, we're gonna be incorporeal in dreaming, but it's like,
Will you?
it's better. Presumably, what we take into the dream world will be edible in the dream world, perhaps.
Okay, so you said that Lish didn't really need rations. Does he actually need them? Like, I assume
He
yes.
needs to eat to live, but he does not like human food.
Fair enough.
He's too good for rations.
So
It tastes,
too good.
it tastes like ash and dirt.
I mean,
to him.
I mean,
going to
it's
get more rations.
it also doesn't help that rations aren't designed to be tasty. So
Yeah, exactly. So like if it's like
okay.
if it's like raw meat, like he'll eat the raw meat. He'll eat like the jerky, not happily, because it was probably seasoned with like
Yeah.
something. He doesn't like it.
I think I think Demir had brought food for cooking. Do I need to restock that?
At this point, yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Okay, how much would that be? Just basics.
Let's see. Basics, let's say like 10 gold pieces, just for enough food for all of you.
Okay, I will get that.
All right.
Let me just see if there's anything else I want. Is there anything else that anybody wants or needs? Because I think maybe I'll see if I can get some alchemist's fire from a shop.
Okay.
Any kind of, like splash bowl. We need to. Who has like all the healing potions? 'Cause have
I
one.
think we.
I think we
spread them
split them
out.
up.
Okay, so I
Hawk
have
was the
two.
med bottom originally.
I have one.
I've got 3.
I've got 2.
Who has healing potions? Raise your hand if you have a healing potion. And how many you have? I have one.
I've
I
got
have
3.
Okay, I can heal.
We've
but
got
I think
10
it's good to
between
keep
all of
one on
us.
me, just in case somebody who doesn't have a healing potion needs to revive me.
Yeah.
So, I think we need to distribute your 3 to, you don't have, you, I think it's good.
I
for
have so
there's-
much in belt healing though.
I know, I
Yeah.
think like if you go under and someone doesn't have a healing potion, it's always good to kind of have one on you.
I'd rather the other person have it.
Maybe
on
we'll
them.
give one of hers to Toby regardless.
Yeah,
Because-
Toby needs one, so I think, yeah, one of the
Because-
fox
Yeah.
should go to Toby.
I have non-spell slot healing on top of spell slot healing.
Yeah, like Paladin Cleric, you've got so much healing between all the features
And
and spells.
ASMR.
And Ismar, yeah.
What else do we know about the dreaming that we could use to prepare ourselves? Perhaps some smelling salts for waking? I don't know if we have to.
It's not a bad idea.
Maybe I already got some
Nah.
really good smelling salts at the last city when I got my good drugs.
Paste.
Um,
It's just paste thinner.
Yeah, I mean, I'll restock the alchemy kit because I was using that to make drugs, and so I probably need to restock that. I'm gonna pick up some smelling salts, which I think is already part of the alchemy kit anyways.
Didn't Levy
We
give
might as well pick up more.
Demir like Levy got Demir a book,
Wait,
like picked up a book from the place we got the alchemy kit on alchemy, like
Yes.
the basics.
Yes.
I have an important question. Would Hawk be able to use smelling salts?
He doesn't have a nose.
Fuck.
We'll just put it into your mouth and cram it down your
What
mouth. Metal, you know, his metal mouth and his flesh tongue.
And we'll just dunk them in.
And his human face skin that he's still.
Oh no, we can polymorph them, then smelling.
Yes.
salts.
There you go. I'll wake you up by turning you into a turtle.
Portal.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, Levy will just dunk on him so. Just be like, wake up, you faceless bitch.
For a second, I thought you were.
You don't have eyes.
describing,
Wake up.
like,
You don't have eyes.
They polymorph him into a turtle and then he just fucking spikes him into the ground.
While yelling, wake up, you.
No, wait.
Fuck.
Bounces
no.
all the way up into
No.
the waking world.
Turtle shell's like sort of disc shaped, yeah?
Frisbee. Frisbee.
Jumpy catch.
Frisbee off the side of the mountain.
Ultimate robot frisbee. Oh my god. It's like the stale pancakes at Quarter Bakery all over again.
Anyway,
I can't think of anything else we need, so unless. I think we'll head. Is there any entertainment in this goddamn city, or is it all temples?
Yeah, we're about to punch shit.
That doesn't sound that fun. Well, perhaps as.
there's the
There's-
arena, there's the museum I mentioned, and then there are various performances that go on.
Kind of performances.
It at the temple of
The theater temple
yeah.
of the muses.
Yeah.
We went over by there to buy drugs, so what did we see performing while we were over there?
Were there any signs for performance?
Anything interesting?
Yeah.
Was there a really, really sad open mic going on?
The roasted duck.
All else fails. There's Levy babysitting Snow.
Sorry.
Is that entertainment? Oh, you're
They're
not
playing-
entertained.
In my mind, they're playing patty cake right now.
Oh.
Is he winning?
Sure.
All persuasion check.
Ooh.
If it's not entertaining there, then we'll go and see maybe if the Coliseum's doing a fight.
Let's see.
If he's not that.
Yeah,
into
there's a
blood
roasted
sport,
duck
but-
where you can get up and roast each other on stage if you wanted. Then there are various musical performances at the Temple of Emilio.
Perhaps we should take Toby here.
There's
To get roasted.
Roasted duck. It
I
might be a
think-
little cathartic after this morning.
there is. He is playing pancake with you.
And he's just laughing
And then there's the museum over in military sector. The oddities one.
The oddities.
Yeah,
Is it like a freak show light?
no, it's more
It's a
like
picture of Valk.
Oh,
deserves
better.
that's rough.
Justice for Valk.
Argajon's oddities.
Is there anything interesting in there? I
Go
figure
in.
We go into the Muse place. We don't really like what we see, so we keep walking, walk past the roasted duck, walk past this oddity shop on the way towards the Coliseum.
So the oddities shop is a small stone building behind a tall fence with a large iron gate with a brightly colored metal sign that reads Arcajan's Oddities with a crescent moon. Moss grows on the exterior as it does on most of the buildings in the area. But the yard between the gate and the building is colorful and overgrown with non-native plants completing with the indigenous flora.
Sorry, from here.
Invasive pants.
I'm sorry.
I'm
There-
sorry, but I'm just envisioning a
Any
yard
ones?
filled with like
like a-
Mojave style pants now.
Well, if
It's like a
anyone
really
needed
good
a
mental image.
status.
So sorry.
Is it like is it a museum or is it a shop or is it?
It is a museum that looks like it is run out of someone's home.
Okay, and they're selling plants and
We're not selling anything. It's just entertainment.
it's
It's
just
an
somebody's
oddities
house.
museum.
Yeah, well, you know, in Skyrim, the museum in Dawnstar,
I have not played
That-
Skyrim.
It's literally just like she
it's
says,
a
a
nice
museum.
house and
People
the
going
parents
like-
of this place. Do you go in?
They put weird stuff in
I
their
mean,
home.
Yeah, like walk in, see that there's nothing in there, walk out.
Ah.
What's in there?
There's a minotaur in there.
Hell yeah.
Love that for him.
He introduces himself as Argajan Steady Walker.
Oh, so you must be
he-
the proprietor of this place.
I am indeed. I have collected most of these artifacts. Yeah. If you have any questions, please let me know.
You must be well traveled.
A bit. When I was younger.
Have you noticed anything strange going on?
How's time working for you?
Is there a Mrs.
When-
Steady Walk?
Yeah, do you want to have a menage a trois?
Anyway,
For tonight's entertainment.
but do you look at some of the things he has on?
Unavoidably, we do.
Yes.
All right.
Make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Make a charisma
So
save.
there is a gray stone that looks small and unassuming, but it is humming a little bit, which is interesting.
Wonderful.
The little placard inscription says that it's called an adder stone, and it hums when fiends, fae, or undead are within 100 feet.
It's not buzzing now.
It is-
Well, oh, it
you
is.
got the picture.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, do
Oh.
Aladdin no, they don't. They count as elves. So
They're like
They do not count.
this stone just fucking
they're not.
as an elvish vibrator.
There is a porcelain Bauta style masquerade mask. It seems to be frowning, with one half of the mask being blackened and looking gaunt, and the other half being white and having reddish lips and purple eyeshadow. And the inscription says it's called a corpse mask.
A corpse snack.
Corpse snacks.
Corpse snacks. Corpse
Corpse
mask.
Mask.
This
That's Soylent Green.
corpse me?
Yeah.
Shithawk.
This corpse
There is
Your character dies, you die in real life.
No necrophilia.
What?
Don't worry about
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
not gonna worry. An ancient mask.
There is a spear mounted on the wall. It's silvery and looks elvish, somewhat worn by time, and it is labeled as an ancient Ilenian spear.
Ilenian. What is that?
Well, you do know that the country of Island is to the east.
They once controlled this area. They built the colossal.
Right. Those people.
before
Those
everything else.
people.
Why do I know more history than you?
Well, just kind of.
He knows history, just not this plane's history.
I know plenty of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah.
All that. So
Oh.
choose together with your little scrabbles. Name how many kings there have been in the past 1,000 years on this continent.
On
You
this
tell me.
continent, perhaps not, but
On your continent, the past 1,000 years, all the kings, all the conflicts, all the wars.
What's that? You're a historian? Name every king.
I can for my kingdom, me and the person who replaced me.
unfortunately, I think I could.
Well, start listing.
Fuck.
Chop, chop.
Suleiman.
Jafar, wait, no, wrong plane.
Grandpa.
Grandpa, great grandpa.
Moving on.
Doesn't count if you just list their like
No.
Now you're related to them.
Moving on.
Sorry.
anyway, moving on.
There's two golden bracelets, beautifully crafted with some kind of filigree on them, and they're clearly a matched set. They are marked as the Lover's Divide. There's a set of hide armor on a mannequin. The armor itself clearly made from the pelt of a bear. And the inscription says, Urog's armor, said to have once belonged to orc warrior Urog Shadbak, who led her tribe in the Storm Peak Mountains a century or so ago.
How about that?
There is on one of the pedestals in a glass box, a glass eye, labeled an all-seeing eye. And there is a silver mirror handheld on another one of the pedestals. That's just vaguely labeled magic mirror.
So the one that we saw at the antique shop.
Is this all behind like glass or is it just on like tables?
Most of them are just on tables, little pedestals. Some of them are behind glass, such as the all-seeing eye, and the Lover's Divide.
And what was the Lover's Divide labeled?
What was
as?
it? Just said Lover's Divide.
Just that Lover's Divide is two golden bracelets.
What is what is the mirror? What is the bracelet?
The magic mirror, you could ask 3 questions a day and you will get a truthful answer.
Oh.
And then the bracelets, it is a sad story behind that one. There were 2 people that fell in love many centuries ago, and they wish to know when the other was potentially in danger, even when they were far apart from one another. So when wearing these bracelets, they would be able to not only sense when their partner is being harmed, but also potentially take some of that damage themselves, keeping their partner aware, potentially.
Sounds romantic.
Sounds like an item for your guys' shopping list.
Sounds like it's 5,000 plus gold.
Wow, it's a museum.
And
Do they seem locked? Like, if I'm looking around, what does the like security on these things seem like?
So let's just
The giant fucking minutes.
As well. Just noticing things.
and some of the more potentially dangerous items, do seem to have locks on them. Which actually brings me to the very last item. There is a beautifully engraved wooden box with a heavy iron padlock on it. And this one is labeled as "Do not touch." This one is also behind glass.
Uh-huh. And what is that?
This is potentially the rarest thing in my possession. It is a powerful artifact. It is something known as the deck of many things.
Brendan Smith.
Coincidentally, we also put a sword named Navara in there. Oh no.
Yeah, roller coaster.
Oh no.
What?
If it is locked up, how do you even know
17.
it's in there?
Well, I know.
I fucking know.
I put it in there.
17.
You've heard of artifacts that can have unpredictable outcomes when used. You've heard rumors of a deck of cards that could belong to this category. Could be helpful, could be dangerous. He says, I once encountered a person who had these cards, and he wished for fortune, and pulled a card from the deck, and he was immediately beset upon by a creature who battled him to the death. I decided it would be for the best that these be locked, but I do want people to learn about these things and these artifacts.
This is an amazing collection you have.
Thank you. I worked very hard.
Very impressive.
What is this mirror? It is just labeled magic mirror.
It answers 3 questions. And you hear them
Ah.
before, baby.
I
Did you
did
have a
not.
question for it?
Do you? What kind of questions?
Can we ask? Can we ask?
Yes or no?
You can ask one question. Today has been rather slow.
What would you ask?
I don't know. What would you?
Does it give real answers? Or
It
is
answers
one of
truthfully.
Pokey.
Truthfully. There are, of course, things that are outside of its power, but
What would be outside of its power?
Where's that bitch?
Why the universe is unraveling.
Why is the why are the gods running? What is making the gods afraid?
The mirror fucking shatters.
Jesus Christ.
The
Not
Duke
paying
goes
for that.
off.
There's like an inky haze, and then from the depths, a little white bead pops up that says,
Fuck.
"Sorry, ask again."
We could certainly ask what haunts the gods.
Sides point up.
If you want to.
Might as well.
Why not?
It just starts laughing.
It's
Take
worth
it.
a shot.
Might as well take a chance. It is humorous after all. The best academics in the world and the mightiest hags of the swamps cannot tell us what this mirror might. He kind of rolls his eyes a little bit, but
Oh, give it a shot. What is the harm?
how do you make it work? You just ask.
simply look into the mirror, make eye contact with yourself, and ask the question.
Just through the glass. Can he pick it up or?
Yeah, this is one of the items that's not.
Okay, he'll pick it up and he'll look at it and say. What causes the plain unraveling that causes even the gods to run and hide.
Okay.
And he just kind of quirks a brow, like, sure.
I will give you whispers for that.
And here I was like,
Yeah.
and here I was,
Oh my god.
and here I was expecting, I don't know.
I was expecting the mirror to go crack and then just go.
I'm half expecting the museum guy to just like after getting the question, he's just like,
What the fuck are you talking about? When Kenzie said,
Got into the museum curator.
when Kenzie said, does it have like an activation phrase or whatever? My mind just went to like Sir Mirror from Castlevania season 2.
Oh my god.
Answer, yes, I do not have an activation.
If I have to
Oh my
call you,
God.
if I have to call another mirror, sir, I'm going to shatter you.
I was half expecting when Derek said, "Oh, what could the harm be for Lish to just like pull out a list?" Oh, well, you see, said you asked.
Lish
Let's
asked,
see. Why is the winter goddess?
I was-
such a bitch?
I was
It's
I
like,
was-
what's it called? It's
listen,
so
I was this fucking close to asking for his name.
Oh,
"Mm,
You could have asked for your
you
name.
could have.
I know what my name is, but
he's got it.
You
He
could
has-
have. That would have been so interesting.
Oh my
That would have
god.
been so.
that's why she asked what its limitations are.
Oh,
Honey.
I this is fucking close. So goddamn close.
I just been picking away at the fruit salad. I'm so sorry.
Go fucking
And
go
the
for
bread-
it. That's
bread
what
is
it's there
very
Mackenzie
for.
brought it, so or Mackenzie brought it. And like it's for everyone.
And this
so.
bread is bomb as fuck.
It's
Well,
a really good bread.
Shit's
Oh,
been
it's good.
chaos.
Well, as always.
Oh
I
boy.
don't expect
And
anything.
then, by the way, you hear Lish ask this question and he just looks into the mirror and he sees his own reflection.
He just looks fucking confused.
Do think
What?
you're trying.
What did it say? Did you get an answer?
Well, it wasn't nothing.
Oh,
Was not nothing. And
He kind of like holds the mirror down a little bit. He kind of like looks up in the middle distance, like,
The Minotaur kind of gently takes the mirror and puts it back on the pedestal.
existential crisis.
I hope that it was informative. It just seems like, oh, fucking no.
For that Minotaur to hear that question.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just goes, shit, no one was supposed to know about that yet.
I'm going to forget that I heard that question.
I am not gonna sleep well tonight.
It's not my business. It's not my business.
There's frankly not.
I'm too old for
People are
this
probably
shit.
just high as fuck.
My darling.
my dearest,
Share with the class.
this has been illuminating, sir, truly. What would some artifact like that cost?
Well,
If you were even willing to part with it.
I am not, I'm afraid. I worked hard to find all of these things. I wish to keep them all in my possession. I wish to learn about them and help other people learn about them.
Ask where you could find another.
Can I
Wh-
ask
where
a
did
question
you-
in the morning?
Where did you find it? This mirror I found closer to Triolos on the border from here to island. It was in ancient Elvish ruin.
Fascinating.
You
Can
know,
I ask a question?
I'm afraid that your
Oh, please.
companion already asked.
Is it all used up?
All a persuasion check with an advantage because Lish already.
Put on your fucking face.
hold up. I rolled 2 17s. Persuasion, that is a
this bitch always gets
that is
the
a
wag.
26.
Please.
Nobody can
Suppose,
resist
but
his
you will not
babies.
be able
baby
to ask the
browns.
same question twice. It's the causes the mirror to secretly show your face.
Consider that all of us.
Certainly, I don't want to take business away from you, of course. Why don't I come back later? We'll be going to the Temple of Selene later. When do you close?
Hey, baby, when you get off work.
When do you close?
I'm sorry, did you want to ask a question of the mirror?
I am very interested in it. I want to ask a question, but I don't want to hold up. We have several of our companions throughout the day, and I know we'll be back in the neighborhood. I don't want to take business away. If asking
Demir,
a question is
Demir, my love, I don't know if we'll be able to get another chance, another opportunity at this. I think we should take advantage of it if we have been given such a lovely opportunity.
certainly. I'll take it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Someone didn't want to be, seen when they asked this question, but fuck it,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Someone just said something.
because someone's a sneaky bitch.
You are not. You fucking face. I mean, it's your fucking funeral, but like, you do what you want to do. I'm just thinking,
Oh, no.
Tobias gave away something, Volk gave away something, Levy gave away something, Demir takes something. That means that Aaron and Hawk are the only ones that wouldn't be on the shit list, which is which would be amazing. Be so good.
Hey.
Lish walks back, like meets up with Aaron Hawk and goes, "You two are the only real partners here."
Hey,
The only real person.
made a sound transaction.
You two, you're,
Tobias says that there thinks the same fucking thing, but he still made a fucking deal with the hag. Levy is a hypocrite.
Yes, she is.
you two are the only ones with a passing grade today.
Hey.
I have a question. I didn't hear the response. It was all in his head. Is that right?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
In the mirror, the mirror response, or
All she saw was you looking at the mirror and you looking at your own reflection.
right?
Do you have to
Do you have an
verbalize the
expression?
question is what she's asking.
Yeah, you have to verbalize the question.
You,
though,
you
don't
have to verbalize the question.
I was more concerned with the response.
The response is not out loud.
Awesome.
So the Minotaur won't hear.
She's going to fucking do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. This is why Demir should not be given magical artifacts.
He thinks that she's gonna ask something pertinent to helping our problem, not this personal petty shit. But okay.
Excuse me, have you met your wife?
Yeah, it was Lish being like, no, come on, Demir, ask something.
All right, Demir, what are you asking?
That's the fucking nail in the coffin.
What is the name, the true name of my husband?
Lish, not shit
Can
this
I
club.
Lish,
like,
that shit, Lish.
smash this thing out of her fucking hand
And then pay for it?
as I hear it come out of her fucking mouth? Like,
It would be. And
I don't know if Lish
Answer.
would like be able to respond fast enough.
yeah.
I mean, I could contest it. Can I make like a fucking shock check?
The
I'll roll these.
I mean, the mirror is magic. It is a psychic response. So it would send.
I mean,
it-
if I break the shit before it has a chance to send the message.
And fight the ex-adventurer Minotaur.
Some questions shouldn't be asked.
Lish is so done. He's about to have a fucking stroke.
honestly,
Lish is having a great day.
Demir, would you be anticipating a response like this from him? Knowing that he is hearing you ask this out loud.
I'm out of water. I need to get
I
more.
mean, okay, let me think about like how he would respond to this, like in the moment though, like, cause I think this would really catch him off guard. Cause he's like thinking about what he saw. He's thinking about the fucking
She
like
can't
getting
like
home.
she can't
Like-
ask the same question. And
There's so many other fucking questions that we have.
What's up with time?
The Fae that there are loopholes. You could ask, what did the Lish see, and that would count.
yes, but
She doesn't give a shit.
What, but
What
she
is
is causing the time like distortion. Like, how do we travel between planes without getting splinched? Where can we find attuned divining rod attuned to the Feywild? Where the fuck is Poet specifically in the dreaming? I mean, anyways, what would
Demir makes
Demir do?
She asked it. All right.
Yep, she asked it.
Well, we can send in the rest of the party. He doesn't know.
I think that honestly, he would be maybe too shocked to respond it like and slap it out of her hands. I think he would watch her ask it and just everything falls. And he just stares at her and just very similarly to how Tobias reacted in the street earlier that day. Like all the fucking life goes out of him. And he just watches.
Why are we like this?
Yay, Volk's not at the top of the shit list.
Hey.
Love is not real anymore.
I guess we'll have to start her on the reject squad.
Hey. You, me, and Hawk.
It's fine. Leave people stick with Toby till the end of the fucking world.
The robot and the two Azamars.
Stable.
Stable. To describe Aaron?
And not a single
He
brain
didn't even
cell.
buy a puppy earlier today. There was a puppy
so
on
proud of
his
him.
shoulder,
I'm
and
so
he
proud of
didn't
him.
buy it.
Honestly, I kind of really love the fact that we dealt with Aaron's story quest, whatever, and Aaron has now just been a good boy, just vibing.
Just straight,
He's
like,
just here. He's
he's
just
just
vibing, chilling, watching all this insanity fucking blow up, and he's just like,
Not me.
he's the this is fine dog. He's had all of his shit. He's had a bunch of his shit
Finally,
resolved.
I'm the stable one.
Yeah. He's neither doing bullshit nor being like, what's wrong with my friends? He's just like, I have friends who do things like this.
All right.
This is normal. Are you good?
I'm fine. I just spilled water all over my.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
I'm fine. Water on my titties. It's great.
Sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titty.
Sitting there with barbecue
I
sauce.
wasn't aware that there was gonna be a wet t-shirt contest. I would have worn white.
Well, we're all on equal
All right.
equal footing.
So.
Yeah.
Next question, Damien, and Lish,
Once he kind of like is done having his moment, I think he will like try and take the mirror from her.
Don't fight this.
okay,
I just want to know if he just holds it and he very much is about to throw it on the ground.
The Minotaur can see this, it kind of just takes it from you and puts it back.
And he's just staring at her.
Appetites, right?
And as she tries to talk, he's just gonna brush past her and he's walking out. And you can just see how fucking hurt he is.
Just wanted to know before it was too late.
He's walking out hearing that.
Mood.
He's going to the Coliseum.
Okay.
Pit stop therapy.
No, watch two of his other idiots already fighting someone too big for them.
You go to the Coliseum.
Fighting Hulk.
Levy, you eventually give up on Erin.
Playing
And
patty cake in the tavern with.
yeah, you
Snoop.
head back
They're having a great
to
time.
the tavern with Snib, where you find Hawk still waiting there.
Oh, you found him. Good.
Levy's looking at
Yes,
her
hi.
phone, ignoring Hawk.
It's
Sorry,
okay. I'm
Hawk.
used to it.
Yes, hi, hello. What?
Just like, oh, you're back. Good. You found him.
Yeah, he got into some Richie Rich things. What did you get into?
Oh, doesn't Hawk need to do a perception check to see if something's different with El Snow?
Does
Do you want to?
Sure.
I told you on the way back, I was looking at flowers.
Right.
Ooh. That's a 19. And perception,
Sorry,
right?
the sleep deprivation's fucking hitting. Oh,
That's fair.
oh, Lord.
Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Yeah, that's 23.
You do know that Snib is a person, loosely speaking, who, all right.
I heard meowing over the table. I knew it was him.
Sniv likes to have a lot of things on his person. His belt pouches are stuffed with stuff. You can see a stem sticking out of the side of one of them.
Yes, I think I can see that.
I'm just glad that I got you before any guards did.
Yeah.
I'm very sneaky. I was hiding. They didn't see me fall in through the ceiling.
Fall in through the ceiling. Oh, my God.
You by the side and you went in through the.
Don't announce your entry in a room full of people. Bad plan. What if there's a guard having a nightly ale here? He hears you.
It's early afternoon.
An early afternoon ale. Then.
It's been a day.
Yes, I can tell that too. And I feel that too.
Oh yeah, Demir's still on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
what was your perception again?
23.
He was like a little
Lish
bit
bumps her
nervous.
too hard
She's
on the way
buzzing
out and
about
she goes
something.
down.
Shivering. She's like,
Dies.
Honestly.
Are you all right? Something happened to Sniv on the way back?
no, no.
I'm
Right rain.
Yes, I know you have. What was that? Sorry.
Right as rain, huh? Right as rain. I'm great.
He would squint if he could. You get that feeling from
Does
him.
he like
anyway.
He
lean
draws on
forward
the
on
eyebrow.
some shit?
He like leans forward a little bit.
What?
Levi, I may be a literalist, but I know when I'm a lie when I see one.
I think we get to roll deception, you bitch.
And roll it. Fight me.
Okay.
Not you.
I almost fucking just pitched that off the table. Let's go. D&D Beyond, please load. Maybe sponsor us. That's gonna be a cool dirty 20. But your perception was 23.
It was.
Son of a bitch. I'm not as good at this as Demir.
Spill.
Spill the tea.
I only ask because I'm concerned. You know
Didn't
that.
do anything dangerous.
Something's on your mind, right? Still Toby?
Only how mad he might be at me later, but it's fine. It's fine. Nothing's gonna be hurt. Nobody's on fire, dead or nothing. It's fine.
You know what-
Everything's fine.
That's not the standard.
I think now
It is
it's
for this party.
I think now it's my turn to ask what you did.
Nothing drastic.
That doesn't answer the question.
He's such a hypocrite. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
In our own little ways.
I think Lish has been sticking to his guns pretty good, actually.
As far as I know, Lish hasn't like blatantly lied about anything.
He hasn't lied about anything.
Exactly.
Ulk hasn't been told need to know information after after specifically asking for need to know.
But that's not
But we filled you
lying.
in.
That's not lying.
Yeah. There's forgetting to tell people, not telling people because you're not asked, and then like literally trying to evade the truth.
I wish swooped in before I could make a proper deal with the hags. So I went back because there was still something I needed. Not wanted, needed. And it only affects me. I didn't promise any favors or my last breath.
You know that some people are going to ask what you gave.
It was a clean exchange. Something I wasn't using anymore.
Head to
That wasn't a dick joke. Shut up.
Was now.
Yes.
That was something she was using. So
Yes, a
thank you very
splendid
much.
alchemical ingredient.
Curse.
It's clean cut.
Is there another double entendre that you'd like to do?
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
I'm gonna do insight, not to check for lies, but to check for just how confident Levy is about that answer.
All right, roll an insight check.
That's a dirty 20, and with the modifier, that's 24.
Her vehement insistence is actually like just her not wanting you to be really mad at her for doing something because she genuinely feels like she made a smart deal here.
They almost do.
She's like, she traded one thing for another thing and it's fine. Everything's fine. It was a simple business transaction.
What did you give?
You're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, I fucking guess
On that
so.
note,
Here.
on that
Is
note,
the only one that knows.
on that note, actually,
We don't tell Lish.
I guess that makes two people who are very confident about the exchanges they made.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
The third being Toby, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Well,
sick.
well, the two most concerned about it aren't here. I'm
Hog is like, I'm only marginally worried.
two most concerned about it are here, and I trust you.
Yeah.
Could you tell me what it was you gave? And I would say my lips are sealed, but well.
It's funny that I have a mouth sometimes, huh? But you can still speak. And you're not always the best at being interrogated.
That's
Especially
fair.
when it comes to Lish.
That is absolutely fair.
It's my business.
I'll try not to crack when he. Well, be biased, Chloe.
It'll be
He like
obvious.
he like says nothing and crosses his fingers.
The only thing worse that could have happened is Sniv made a deal.
God. He was
Ugh.
sacrificed for a few hours.
If they're right about one thing, though, in my opinion, is that's stay well away from them.
And that was just the one, I needed one thing, and I'm done. I made it very simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
Got in, got what I needed, and I left.
I'm sure I would have done the
I'm
same.
not going back.
You were there when she tempted me, I think. No, you weren't. She did offer me information, and I would have caved in, but unlike you, Toby, and Valkyria, I don't have anything to give.
I'm made of sterner stuff. Metal even.
No.
Crack under pressure.
A real Iron Man, if you will. I didn't do it, I swear.
But no, like it's a very sincere, like sort of almost just like regretful. Like I don't have anything that I could give.
Might be better that way, even though I'm feeling very secure in my deal.
I know what she did. Hawk does not.
Listen, I just wouldn't recommend the wheeling and dealing process to other people.
I've already had my fill of a transaction. I can only guess that there's going to be even more.
Consider who we travel with
Absolutely.
and who we pledge to do certain things for.
I'm not sure if what I said counts
Kind
as
of
a
comes
pledge,
with
but
the territory, doesn't it?
yeah, I would help him either way, but
Me too.
as you said, it's been a day.
It's been a day.
I'll leave you to rest.
Oh, I can't rest yet. I gotta wait until this.
Well,
Fucking
still rest.
afternoon.
You can still
think it's
rest
getting
up.
like later in the day now, isn't it?
You could probably like take a nap or something.
I mean, I do have to watch this, and she points to Snow.
Fair point.
Can help.
I can't guarantee I'll be of much help, but I'll do what I can.
Two's better than one.
Fair enough.
And with that, I think that's what we can call it for the evening.
God, so much
I have a question. I have a
Wait, you have a
question.
question. You have a question.
Okay. So how long did the whole thing with Demir and Lish take? Like, would there's like, because I know that they were a little ahead of us in terms of the timeline, so I'm trying to figure out if there was time for Demir to do something else.
It probably took like. Well, are you talking about just the museum or?
All of that, yeah.
Okay, so it probably would have been, an hour over by the temple. You might shopping after that, so another hour. And then like a half an hour at the museum.
Okay. So we would be on the same timeline.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Then there's not time to do what I want to do.
not right now.
All right, cool. That was all I wanted to check.
All right. Thanks for playing, guys.
Oh my god.
Thank you for jamming.
Demir really.
That was
Everybody's dumbing in it.
Thank you for
God.
putting up with us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and thank you for hosting us, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've got a very lovely apartment, even though I've only seen one floor of it.
Yeah, Demir made choices.
Yeah,
She makes choices every day.
Choices.
I'm gonna stop
Divorce.
Divorce.
To recover.
Yeah. I love that I'm just like living at the edge of the screen for the entire.